there you go. Oh, jeez, that was actually awful. Okay, that was okay. Dave, let me see if your plushie is working.
Test,
There it is.
test,
It's finally
test.
moving. Okay, finally. Oh my lord. I don't know why that was a thing, but I hate it. Okay. Oh
Yeah,
jeez.
sorry about that, but I'm glad that's passed now.
I am glad it is past too. Like, Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, we're back, chat. We're finally back. Okay. Alright.
So, getting back to the previous topic, I've posted a picture of what the original Iron Spider looks like in TV chat.
Alright, let me take a good look to that. So I can actually see this and. Oh! Okay. I see your point now. Oh, wow. I didn't.
Yes.
Wow, that looks low. Oh, Kiss-a-boom. Oh, goodness. Hi. Thanks for following me back. Oh, my throat. Kiss-a-boom. Hi. Welcome to the Paper Plane Inn, and thanks for the follow. That's my DM. That's my.
Yes. So, as you can see, it's not only distinct from traditional Spider-Man armor, but it's also distinct from the traditional Iron Man suits too.
It's kind of like a bit of best of both worlds.
Yeah, and I still maintain it is better than the travesty that Disney made.
Ah.
In many ways, it's very distinct, a lot like the 2099 armor.
Fair enough. Alright, now that we're good. So, let's see. Now we're. I remember one of the people in chat actually asked me, when it comes to Hot Girl, is this taking place before or after she removes her helmet? And to that I answer, yes. What the? What? Oh, god damn it! Ah, son of a Cracker Jacks!
What's up?
Is Huion's, tablet not work? Oh, come on. Do I have to restart Clip Studio Paint too? Oh, come on. I may have to restart Clip Studio Paint because the Huion tablet is the Huion tablet's a little bit fucky.
God.
Oh, Santa Maria. You gotta be shitting my bricks. You gotta be Okay. Oh. Yeah, I may have to restart this because let me restart Clip Studio Paint. This won't take too long. Take too long. It just requires me to close the program, go into Huion tablet, yeah, and make sure it's selected, yeah, and no, not tits. Opening that up, and I hope that, for the love of God, it actually finally goes through. I don't know what's up with this Monday, but it feels like this Monday is slightly cursed.
It does, yeah. So while we wait, the reason I say I'm not a big fan of the whole Peter Parker industry style thing, because it basically just turns Peter Parker into Batman. The whole thing about Peter Parker is that he has to deal with not having a whole lot of money to work with.
Well, yeah, I mean, the kid, a majority running gag, a majority running bit when it comes to Spider-Man. Let me just, finally, it's now working. Okay, a reoccurring thing when it comes to Spider-Man is that that he's usually a young adult. Most time, be that translated to either a late stage teenager or just a young adult in his early to mid 20s. And two is that he usually tackles about aside from just tackling heroes, most of his stories is something you'd see in your usual average life. So,
Yeah.
is the stream okay? Let me look at chat says is the stream all good? Yeah, yeah. I think the stream is all good, chat. I think we're okay. And I think a third is that he tries his best. I think this. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a good point for a third point.
I believe what you're trying to get at is he's trying to overcome usually very difficult odds that are usually not in his favor, and he's rarely in a situation where he has a major advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is also kind of the issue that I had with, I guess, the Iron Spider to a certain extent as well, because suddenly you just have Tony Stark's wealth as well. The whole thing of a hyper tech savvy Spider-Man is that it's almost gets too easy. Like, don't get me wrong, I can certainly appreciate it after playing the last Spider-Man game, although that one sort of has a slightly different tack for Peter Parker, because Parker's in like his mid to late 20s by this point. He's established as a crime fighter with several villains that he's already fought. But I think part of that is also the fact that they did it in such a way as to allow for the introduction of Miles Morales into that particular storyline as well, because yeah, now Miles Morales is also the new Spider-Man, and I think Miles does a good job of doing the Spider-Man character just as well as Peter Parker does.
Indeed, and let's also talk about that movie Into the Spider-Verse. It's my first time actually seeing it was actually my to be honest, it was actually the first time I get to see a different variation on a take of Spider-Man, but I actually really love how beautifully written the story is, alongside the visuals when it comes to designing the movie, because the movie really did take the vibe of this is a superhero superhero comics movie. So let's actually take that concept and translate that well into media by putting all these hatchets, these dots, and applying a different kind of effect when it comes to field of view angles and bunch. And,
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of that.
and most of all, the jump. You know, the jump that actually the jump where it actually showcases his transition from that finally makes him the hero that he is, that he now finally takes, like taking that he finally takes in the mantle of Spider-Man. Oh, it's beautiful. It truly is.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse is a very good Spider-Man movie. My first alternate Spider-Man, I mean, aside from the ones in the series, was 2099 Miguel O'Hare, who is not actually directly related to Peter Parker in any way, and has even a different source for his spider powers.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, so Spider-Man 2099 was a comic set up that came about probably in the 90s or sometime before the animated series. That would it's basically set in the future in the year 2099, and the protagonist is a different character by the name of Miguel O'Hare.
Oh yeah, they tease that one when it comes to the
Yes.
after the ending credits of Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Miguel O'Hare is in the ending credits of Into the Spider-Verse and is in the trailer for Across the Spider-Verse as well. In fact, allegedly, Batman Beyond was inspired by Spider-Man 2099.
Wait, really?
Allegedly.
Huh.
So, yeah, basically a darker, dystopian, cyberpunk-esque future with its own Spider-Man.
Hold on. Let me look at chat real quick. Let's see. Stop the presses. I have ice cream. I hope you actually have either strawberry, chocolate, coffee, or mint chocolate chip because those are my 4 main weaknesses.
I miss my mom's coffee ice cream.
Oh.
But yeah, there was I think it was Shadows of Time or Shattered Dimensions, one of those 2 Spider-Man games where Miguel O'Hara has to go back in time to correct a mess up in the flow of time and works directly with Spider-Man. But what made it weird for me was the guy who voices Miguel O'Hara in the game is the voice actor for Spider-Man in the animated series. So the guy who used to voice Peter Parker is now voicing Miguel O'Hara.
Wait, Ayo? Ayo?
Yeah, let me quickly find this.
Let's see. You guys have seen? Oh God. Hold on a second. 1 minute, chat. I need to check something real quick. Something just popped up in my phone. I need to take a look at this real quick. Shouldn't be taking no longer than a minute or two. Let's see. You guys have seen Spider-Man where he teams up with Nova, White Tigress, and Iron Fist and Power Man?
I don't even know most of those characters.
Not really, no. I apologize. It looks like I lost. Shit. Oh, I got outbid. Never mind. No, it didn't matter. It didn't. Even if I want to bid more, I'm in it. Sorry, my stream mat is more important. I sure hope that Clockwork is okay with me drawing out his character like this, because muscles is something I'm still trying to work in order to get right.
So yeah, so the actor who did the animated series and played Miguel O'Hara in Edge of Time his name is Christopher Daniel Barnes.
Christopher Daniel Barnes.
Yes, and yeah, it was, for me at the time, it was very jarring seeing Spider-Man talking to somebody else with the voice of Spider-Man. As you can imagine.
Bum.
I can imagine. But let's see. Crystal Daniel Barnes. He was the voice of Eric in The Little Mermaid and oh wait, what? He did that? He was Eric?
He has quite a diverse what's the word?
Mamma mia!
There's quite a diverse repertoire.
I didn't know this. I really didn't know this. Okay, okay, given that she has eyelids, okay, I'll work on those, and I may have to elongate her face a little bit when I finally get the chance. You know what's one thing I would actually love to see again? Well, I wouldn't mind actually watching Justice League again. I remember when I was actually growing up in the Philippines that when it comes to the Philippines, there's not much when it comes to diversity of animated shows because most ow!
I'm
Chad.
home, honey.
Oh,
You got filled in.
Hello.
Hello.
welcome back into the inn, Chad. Okay.
Hello. I know it's been a while, and I apologize.
No, it's okay. I know how busy your life has been, especially since you're now confirmed to going to BabsCon.
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm happy for you that you're going again, and I would love to meet you somewhere down the line.
Believe me, that is something that's on my bucket list, is meeting you in person.
Wait,
Nikki.
really? I'm in your bucket list?
Yes. Well, you and Steve, even though I've technically met him once before at a BronyCon way the hell back. I wonder if he actually remembers that.
He still does. He still does because that was also the time where he finally gets to see Sarah. And before I forgot, sorry, Chad has spoken. Any last words?
Oof.
White chocolate's the best chocolate.
Yes. Into
Heretic.
the jar you go.
Wait, what? What is that?
Shut. It's gremlin mode now.
Oh dear. I'm sorry, chat. I'm going into a tunnel.
What just happened?
You'll see.
I hit this button before, but I don't think I've ever actually been in the presence of what's about to happen.
You're going to have fun. Or not. I guess you'll find out.
Oh! Hello. Hey, Mick.
Hello, gremlin.
It's the gremlin of the inn. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yes, she has crawled out of the framework.
I is returned, and Glitch Nui is finally out of here, out of sight, out of mind. Probably for the best because Glitch Nui is actually very scary last night. I don't want to go and fight her again.
Yes.
I feel I certainly missed something there.
Yes. There's actually a new redeem in the paper plane in that you could actually try to see for yourself. It's now implemented into the inn ever since back on Saturday.
Well. Oh yeah, I see it is there.
Yes.
Imagine that.
But before that, I'm going to do this one instead, just to make sure that you remember.
Yes. Think. I just saved. I just saved. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, happy. Thank you.
Saving is immensely important, even to a gremlin.
Yes, that is one thing that both Gary's mod and art projects have in common. You save like a madman because the moment it crashes, you will hate yourself for not doing so.
It
You'll wanna
just
throw
gives you
yourself
so
a break.
much pain. I don't want to go on so much pain.
Yeah, that's.
Hang on, I am ready for the pain.
But yes, do you wish to show Chats the new tick?
Yes, I could show.
What?
I think I showed it to you earlier on the day, but I might as well show it to you now. So.
So you get to
what's
see it in person. So you get to see it. Oh no!
What the?
It is big.
What?
It is big. It is big. Oh,
What the shit is going on here?
I hate the
You like
source.
it?
I hate the source.
Yes, her source mod is bugged out, as you can see.
Well, shit.
There
Was
is
that
that.
supposed to happen?
Yes.
At least temporarily, with the redeem.
Oh, it just made me remember. I forgot to put timer in there.
I didn't do it this time.
What I do? I just put the timer in. Oh.
Yes, as an April Fool's joke, this was a great nod back to the Gary's mod heritage.
Yes.
Like, I want to get back into Gary's mod, but first I gotta pay bills, so unfortunately my days are spent looking for work instead.
I
Yes.
so would love to help the old innkeeper with her Gmod stuff again, if she'd be willing.
I will send message to innkeeper when she finally gets back. But currently, currently I'm gonna do the thing for innkeeper. And also, I hope y'all don't mind. But no, I'm gonna say that when I finally get before I go back to Ether.
What?
Yeah, it's like I don't want to give up on Gmod per se. It's just that I'm very much in the middle of a requirement to be an adult right now, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it do be like that though.
Which is unfortunate. Which like it's mainly unfortunate because I have like 8 minutes of video, some of which is not voiced yet, which means it will be even longer when it is. Like I put work into it so far.
Do you want innkeeper to help out in voice acting?
I will need a voice actress for a specific character because unfortunately, I don't think I've hardly seen anything of Knucklehead Tori since the last time we spoke, which was years ago.
Yeah, that I haven't seen. I know that she posted some stuff on YouTube recently, but I would love to be able to, again, reestablish contact, but I don't know how I'm able to do that, or hell, if she'd actually want to speak to me anymore, which...
What you do?
Well, I mean, in my case, it was me forgetting to put her in the credits of the video where she did the voice acting, so I feel like a dumbass about that.
Why you do that? Voice actors need credit. They need
Yes. I corrected it as soon as I realized, to my horror. But yeah, that's a fuck up I haven't forgiven myself for.
I think she may forgive you. Maybe she did forgive. I don't know.
I'm hopeful that I haven't spoken to her in years, and it's yeah,
Oh, Steven!
What? Bubba!
the man himself.
Hello?
It's a gremlin.
Yes. I'm right next to you now.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about meeting the gremlin in person.
Well, look at it this way: if she's here up close, it means she's not putting ants in your bed.
What? What I do? What I do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't
we-
do nothing. But if you
It's a mimic situation. Need I say more?
We are not entirely sure exactly what the gremlin is, although it does seem to be a form of chaotic guardian. Let's put it that way.
I mean, Mickey has take for hit back. I mean, you're not wrong, Wizzy. Wizzy, you're not wrong. Mickey has basically two guardians. One that is basically me, because if people actually be bad, I put ants in bed and stab with knife in leg. And then there's the unicorn outside.
Yeah, that's true.
Unicorn still comes by every now and then.
She's a she's an inhabitant of the forest outside.
What I do?
And yes, mimics. I've been spending days trying to get them all out.
I thought it'd be funny.
It was not.
Wait, where did she put mimics?
I
In the toilet paper.
Oh, that's right. Oh god.
Or maybe she.
Also, can I say how refreshing it is to see her draw something that isn't incredibly thick in the traditional sense, but thick as in the muscular sense? Like this is a warrior.
Well, this is winner. This is the winner of today's Art Raffle.
I've never
Yes.
seen Mickey or the gremlin draw muscle before, I don't think, unless I missed completely.
I've been bugging Innkeeper to draw muscle lately because she needs to get good. But Innkeeper always keeps saying, I don't know if I got it in me to get good with muscle. But woman, you draw beefy men back in the day. You've been drawing beefy men. What's wrong with you?
Fair point.
What?
To be fair, the superhero aesthetic is refreshing.
Yeah.
Timer's over.
Also, for the
timer's
record,
over.
Any last words, gremlin?
Finding
Now
Never
it
mind.
is back to normal. Alright, I go back to, no. Never mind. It did not matter. It did not matter. It's still booking. Okay, never mind. It's still back. Before I forget, Shadow,
Yes?
I melted crayons and put them in your shoes.
What?
What?
She put crabs in your shoes.
But
Yeah.
why did she put crayons in my shoes?
She would probably just answer yes to that question.
You know what? I've learned to just not question things like this.
Yeah, that's probably best with the gremlin. But yeah, speaking
I'm
of...
back. What did I miss?
I have crayons in my shoe now, thanks to the house gremlin.
oh no,
Not
not
crayons.
you too.
Not crayons, crabs.
No,
What?
or what did I don't know. When she says crayons, she meant melted crayons.
Yeah, I'm certain she said melted crayons. I don't think one can melt crabs. Or technically you could, but I don't think you would have shoes afterwards.
You ruined the socks? No, that was my house gremlin. I trapped it to controller. Okay, I can't.
I've been spending days getting the mimics out of the bathroom.
Oh,
Once I am done, I am putting them all in her cage so she can deal with them.
Prof Lambio, hi. Welcome
Why don't
to
you
the
just put
Paper
them back?
Quest In. I mean,
Out of-
dude, it's what Dave said. She's a bit of a Euclid, I think. So she tends to do whatever the fuck she wants, for better or for worse.
SCP, this
I
one.
think I'm just gonna toss this one on the SCP's behalf.
So speaking of superheroes, once I get the chance, I'm considering looking into the City of Mist tabletop to see if it's a simple enough system that I could figure out how to run. And yeah, it would be nice to see if I could run a system like that, because it seems to be a fairly simple system to run, where you basically just roll. I think it's like I forget if it's a D6 or like a D20, and you just use a set of modifiers based on various descriptors.
Speaking of superheroes, I wonder if it's possible to actually play as a super villain-ish or an anti-hero when it comes to that system, because
Absolutely.
thinking
There's
about it
nothing.
now, when you mentioned it, I want to resurrect an old character, like really old, like stupid old, and I don't know if I can access her. I don't know.
So, with regards to City of Mist, there's nothing specifically requiring you to play a hero. The main thing about the plot of the City of Mist is the thing that gives people superpowers is the titular mist, which has effectively imbues you with with the spirit of a certain theme of significant power. So it might be an ancient god, or it might be a superhero. And what ends up happening is essentially the conflict between
Come on, give
your
me
normal
that.
self
There we go.
and the superhero self, because the superhero or the spirit or whatever that may be wants to live up to its own goals and mantra inside the mist.
There we go.
And
Okay.
if you let it take over you, then you become entirely engulfed by that identity and lose your normal identity entirely.
Okay.
Yeah, such as
vice
for
versa.
example,
Oh, sorry. You go.
the Mist King essentially make you a brand new Odin.
So I found it. I found the titular character. I cannot speak. I found her. I found the titular character that I was talking about. The one that's more of a. I think she's more of a super villain, if not anti-villain or anti-hero. I don't know her alignment, but I meant
Morally
this.
dubious individual.
Everyone, this is a character I made back in 2010. Oh God, I just remembered. Everyone was young and when young kiddies when this happened. Anyways, everyone, this is my super villainess called Medea.
19 years ago.
Don't give me existential
Oh, God.
crisis! No! I feel existential dread! Ow! Why are you this
Love
way?
you.
No!
Because I love you.
Fuck you! Anyways, yeah, I once upon a time drew this character for an OC tournament that was a thing back in the day, and I intend to make her something in the leagues of that she's a super villainess, and more specifically that she's a rogue type character who actually would actually use bombs and bunch to actually get her way through. And when I meant bombs, I meant like bombs that actually control the would actually give a small pocket of time where everything slows down upon impact. And I did not actually get into this get into the OC tournament, but I have been thinking about resurrecting her so that way I could actually give her the fresh coat of paint she deserves. After all, it has been way over 10 years since I made her. Almost 20?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, about 20-ish.
So, jeez.
And
Yeah.
So
to
existential dread
answer-
that time? No existential dread that time?
no, a little bit nostalgia, but it's still there. It's a pinprick. It stings a bit, but I managed to survive.
So, to answer your question, there's nothing that specifically requires you to play the hero in City of Mist. Basically, the only thing that you need to do is essentially fight the balance between the identities of the mundane person and the identity of the superhero. So, like in my case, I came up with a hypothetical character concept based around the Greek god Proteus.
Oh,
So let me quickly look up Proteus. Exactly what he is.
Morris, are you still fiddling around with your soundboard over there?
Not really.
Then
I
where's
think
that
that's
be-
actually a fan.
Oh, my bad then.
Yeah. Let me see. So, Proteus was a prophetic sea god, and he was also known for his ability to change states of matter. So, effectively, depending on just how much of the gods of Proteus had intervened into the main character, I was thinking that originally he could appear like a stand, and as he became more and more influential over the main character, they would share a body. But yeah, he would have effectively powers, a combination of the power to change states of matter of himself and anything that he's potentially holding, as well as kind of a spider sensibility was what I had in mind. So not
You know what I
like...
just also... I'm sorry.
Go
Go
ahead,
on.
Steve.
Yeah, just sorry to cut you off, but I just realized something.
Yeah,
This
thank
art raffle has had an unexpected consequence.
What's that?
It's giving you practice for when you eventually want to draw Aloe and Thalia.
Oh yeah!
Huh.
That actually is a good point.
I mean, if you need more practice drawing muscular women, I have a demon form that you can definitely try it out on.
Well, I guess the house gremlin is right. I did need to learn how to do more muscle, especially since she called out my hypocrisy because I like to draw beefy men. It's just that I don't know. I'm gonna say the most controversial opinion in the room, and I'm not sorry, but I'm not into beefy women.
That is
Okay.
that is
I don't see that
that's
as
fine.
controversial. That's
No,
Oh.
that's totally fine.
What's the
Look
issue?
at it this way, hun. In terms of being attracted to them and stuff, like in a more sexual sense, neither am I. But I can respect the amount of dedication and discipline it takes in order to maintain one of those physiques.
Exactly. If anything, admiration is the closest thing I can actually have because I've been to the gym once, and that's a lot of dedication to actually get the gains that you have to work hard for. You know, especially
Yeah.
maintaining it.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
you've seen the
Listen.
pictures of me just out of high school.
I hit the gym all the time. I am nowhere close to being as beefy as my demon mode mate suggests.
I really want to
I
get
haven't-
to the gym one day.
I
Granted, my
have not
demon mode is
exercised in years.
granted, my demon mode is also an 8-foot tall Amazon, so that's pretty hard to live up to.
Yeah. So the reason I picked like a spider sense style thing is because just being able to see into the future just seemed too much. If I can put it that way.
Too much?
I don't know. Just being. Yeah. Maybe that's the wrong way to say it. It wasn't the aesthetic I was going for. I didn't want somebody who could just look into the future and predict what was going to happen. I wanted somebody who had like the very limited control over it and have just enough time to say, "Oh shit, danger," and then move.
Oh, there you are.
Huh?
That's a sort of gimmick that I've given Claudia.
What you find, Chads?
Chats?
Buddy,
Oh, I'm still here. Sorry, I thought I was muted. Oof.
Well,
you said you found something.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that
we-
just
Yeah.
raised everyone's
See, I get off here my
curiosity.
game. Sorry.
No,
I'll
no,
mute
no,
myself
no,
in a
no,
moment.
you're good,
No,
you're
no,
good.
no. What'd you find? What'd you find?
Right, sorry.
Ah,
It's
I didn't
still-
realize I was muted.
it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You're just causing mass murder.
Yes.
I will say this though, I would love to do Gmodding again. It's just that so much time has passed. It's just I don't know if, and my skills is as rusty as the Titanic's butter knife.
You actually would find it to probably be not that difficult to get back into A, and B, tools have moved quite a bit since I think the last time you picked it up. You know, like the stop motion animating tool has been made a lot more versatile. It gives you the ability to only record certain aspects of a model setup. You know, like the big one, I think Shads will agree, was the fact that you can now use it separately for facial animation, meaning that you don't need to bake in every syllable into the individual animation, which makes having them talk and move at the same time a much easier process.
I definitely need to. I'm gonna need some people to actually help run through it when I finally get back into the scene. Cause
Well,
I wouldn't mind doing a small collab where we actually do Gmodding, chats. It'll be shitposting, but it'll be Gmodding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, myself and Kugawatt, and whenever I would animate, I'd typically stream to him and he'd give me live feedback, which is a big part of why my animation looks a lot better than it used to, because basically having two perfectionists trying to figure out the best way to make something look really helps with animation quality.
Fair enough.
But yeah, as I said, there's absolutely nothing stopping you from making a villain character in City of Mist. The only thing that you need to keep a hand on is making sure that your character doesn't go all the way to one side. So either all the way into their persona or all the way back into their mundane life, because so-called mundane people, the mist basically conceals the presence of those who are gifted by the mist from them and makes them see everything as explainable, perfectly natural events. Whereas on the other end, you have you become entirely consumed by your hero identity, and then that hero identity and its extreme amount of power in its full form goes on to attempt to complete its goals, assuming that the servants of the mist don't actively try to stop it, because that's also a thing too.
That
There are... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
wow.
no, I found something cursed.
Nate?
So yeah, so the
I'll
mist
put it in the
itself
general
is.
PC.
Oh.
Okay, let me look at
Oh,
this thing
no.
that's cursed. I mean, where is this? Shitpost?
In the voice chat
Oh,
text.
good lord.
Uh,
Okay.
oh.
Oh,
No!
boy.
Oh God, honey, no! Oh!
Oh, I don't like it either.
That is so cursed. That is so cursed.
Yes.
Chat, I'm so. I don't know if I could even show this to chat. I don't know.
I wouldn't risk it.
I mean,
yeah.
it's basically Fulgrim doing the
The Jacko pose.
How should I describe this? It's Fulgrim from Warhammer 40k, and he's the first version of him is him doing the what pose?
The Jacko pose.
The Jacko pose.
Yep.
The second iteration is him in his snake form doing something.
Doing
Still
the
the
same.
sign that
It's the same thing. It's
I think it's probably safe to do it. It's because the guy he's still fully clothed. It's just
Yeah, no, he's
cursed
in his
because
armor.
of the. It's cursed because of the but not
the nature.
the implications.
Association implications. Yes.
Should?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think you'll be in any trouble for doing so. So if you feel like it, go ahead. But yeah, as far as the mist goes, it is technically sentient and it has
Okay.
forces working.
There you go,
It has-
chat. This is what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm giving you guys a few seconds before I close this again because I don't want the Twitch police to come at me and give me the La Chancla. I don't.
Yeah, fair.
Anyway,
I've got a
I
bit
gotta
to it
get back.
actually.
Nate? You!
I mean, I'm more than willing to go back into the jar because of that comment. I know
Yeah,
I'm a
That,
thirsty
you know what
fuck.
to do.
Yeah, so coming back to the mist itself, it is sentient and actively works against anybody attempting to either escape its influence or destroy it. And so there is like a shadowy organization with the ability to nullify the powers given by the mist.
Alright, this is where I gotta go though. I gotta get back to work.
Alright,
Yeah,
you have a good one.
Take care.
I'll try.
Love you.
Love you. Love you too.
Alright, so let's see. I did my best as I could when it comes to her arms and her body, but what do you think? Do you think this looks pretty okay?
As a connoisseur of the waifus, yes, this is pretty good.
Okay, that's good because it's just that the perfectionist in me is telling me it needs to look a little bit better.
Listen, this is something out of your comfort zone. I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever told the story about what happened with one of my friends when I first showed him the first Foo model.
How'd it go?
Well, you see, up to that point, I mostly made a lot of anthro characters, and this one friend of mine, he specifically does not draw that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
with the very clear exception of Mitsuru and Nezuna from BNA, but that's another story. So when I showed him Fu, which is very humanoid, the only like non-human parts of her being her horns and the pink skin, he's like, "Oh, finally, you finally made an OC I can draw." And then he proceeded to draw like, fan art of her, and he draws waifus, and he drew her like that.
I try my best since, well, yeah, this really is outside my comfort zone, but I'm trying my best to actually improve, so that way I can actually draw more female characters who has this body type, because I will give credit, I will at least say this. I'm actually glad that the muscle girls are finally having their time to shine. It's still I'm not into this, you know?
Look,
If you want to try
That's
something
a terrible
else,
way. That's a terrible way of wording it. I'm still. It's just that they're still not my type.
try. You know Mirko from My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
I'd check her out. I mean, she's classified as a waifu.
listen, I appreciate a girl with abs and maybe a slight bit of visible muscle on the limbs, but I don't. But I'm personally not into more definition than that.
I'm very much into that kind of stuff. Like you've seen my demon mode.
Mhm.
That's me being tame, but with it.
That's tame.
You do not want to know what I go through.
You know what? Fair point. Okay, so let's
Which a funny update on that. I'm expected to get the rigging done for the demon mode model in about a few weeks, like 2 weeks,
Really?
I think. Yeah.
Oh, good! I'm so happy for you.
And honestly, I'm kind of debating how I'm going to debut it, because either it's going to be for a birthday stream or my anniversary stream, because both are pretty close to each other.
Well, speaking of, it does make me wonder how are they able to? How has the rigger actually made it work? You know, because when I tried, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna throw this out in the air. Okay. I actually tried again to actually see if I can make my own, to actually give it a crack on making Live 2D models again. More specifically, let me just bust this out real quick. If I could just dig. I know it's not far, no, that's a lot higher. There it is. Here we are.
Sorry again. I just wanted to finish what I was playing. I'm sorry again if I startled anybody before.
No worries,
Oh, you're
friends.
okay. But yes, I actually tried to give this a hand again. I actually tried to give it a hand on trying to design a live 2D model of Nui again. And I was actually glad I was able to do the sketch, but I don't know how am I gonna translate this in terms of getting the inks, getting the inks, as well as getting everything else in between, getting the inks, getting the shading, everything else in between. Like, how do live 2D models, the artists behind live 2D models, how do they do it?
I really don't know.
That's something that will probably
Also,
require
I
some
say
research.
also,
I just assumed it was black magic.
Sorry, Sag. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I did want to say, I think this is my first time talking with Fu in person. I think.
I think we've met once before.
Well, regardless of the circumstances, it's a pleasure to meet you, Fu.
It is a pleasure to meet you too.
I tip my hat to you.
Let's see. What if you tried doing Blender and sculpt your innkeeper self into 3D? That actually is not a bad idea.
That I've tried to do that myself.
That's that is a whole other skill set as well, though. Just bear that in mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah. Oh.
you're going to need to pull out Unity for that.
The thing is, if you're gonna focus your efforts on Live 2D, I would strongly recommend that you focus there specifically. If you put effort into 3D modeling as well, then you're going to be dividing your attention.
Yeah, trust me, I've tried to go through this myself.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
Again, I don't want to. I'm not just trying to discourage you or anything like that. I'm just. You need to be aware of your resources.
okay. All right.
I'll say-
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You go.
Oh no, you can go first.
We're almost done with getting the sketch of this. We're almost done doing the sketch. I just need to fix up more of her clothes, and then we'll get straight into inking.
Also, boy, Splatty, yes, when I was trying to learn Blender, I did do the donut tutorial.
The donut tutorial?
Yeah,
Yes.
make a donut in 3D.
Yes, it basically teaches you all the tools, all the different techniques, all in one go.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to learn that kind of stuff too, but right now I have to learn things like how to write an automation grid in Selenium.
I've tried to do the donut tutorial. I got bored after a few hours.
Let's see. But some people gotta learn to start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's also the same rules when it comes to learning how to shade with the ball method. And boy, whenever I see that meme that is going about when it comes to this one picture of a red ball and the shading is off, boy, I can still hear and read all the comments that that's not how shading works.
Or summarized into one word, pain.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, now it's time for me to make her cape and make the designs of her outfit, and then we'll get straight into inking. It's a good thing I got Clockwork's account open up in the same time, because he's got a lot of references when it comes to this character that I can actually dig out.
That's good. But yeah, for right now, the closest thing... I mean, I do have the character that I just described, or at least their concept for Proteus as their superhero. But other than that, the closest thing I have is going to be the anime one-shot.
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon, isn't it?
2 weeks' time.
Ooh!
Wait, for what?
Ooh.
I am in a Dungeons and Dragons one-shot that will be taking place with a group using a homebrew anime set of resources as well. So I am looking to use a custom class called a caster, and potentially multi-class it with monk for a very specific character that Nui will probably know.
Oh! You're gonna be playing as Benny!
Yes, finally.
Well, I was saying that due to the picture you showed off, but also, yay, that's awesome.
Yeah, like for me, it's important because I've been Nui's been trying to get me into tabletop, and she has done so successfully. But the demon of all mods of all tabletop games is, of course, scheduling conflicts, which is
don't I
plagued
know
me.
it?
For me, it was extra bad because I lived in South Africa, and all of my potential DMs and groups lived in the States. Now I'm finally stateside, or at least on the same continent, so that's no longer a problem. But of course, the last several years have been hard on everybody, and so everybody's been busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I finally have both the community and the opportunity to make good on that.
I need to find a group again. It's been too long.
I just can't wait to continue more with the current game that I was a part of, and hopefully things would actually look a little bit better in Millhouse. I don't know. With the game that I'm currently at, it's a whole different story. And no, I am not talking about the Mario D&D.
I was about to say, are you
Yeah.
talking about the Mario D&D?
Well,
No, I know the one she's mentioning.
how should I word this? How should I actually put this? It's kind of like D&D After Dark.
Ooh, my.
Yep.
Yeah, the theming is relevant.
And it was my first time actually playing that too. Since let's be honest, we're all grown ass adults here.
We are.
Yeah.
So it's okay to actually play. It's okay we actually get to play specific games like that. Play specific games, and some is also including D&D After Dark type of games. But in order to make things work, the DM has to actually go from player to player to actually sign in a sort of consent sheet form. So that way, the DM will actually know which stuff a player is okay with, which stuff the player is on the fence with, and which stuff is the players absolutely have none of that. Because DMs and players out there, it's important to actually get communication, and consent is key.
Listen, I am a deviant. My biggest kink is consent.
Yeah, exactly.
Like from all sides.
Consent is fucking important.
It is very fucking important.
It's not a kink, it's mandatory.
Yeah, I know.
And if you think otherwise, please present yourself to the nearest psychiatric ward and/or police station.
Yeah, you are. If you think otherwise, you are scum of the earth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright. What do you think of this, guys? This actually looks pretty good.
It is.
Ooh.
That looks very, very nice.
I don't usually draw muscle women, but at least this actually came out pretty damn good.
Well, you say you don't do it all that often, but I'd argue that when you do it, you do it very well.
Yeah, if this is your first try, it's A+.
It's not really the first one. I mean, I actually did Dom's character when he actually once upon a time commissioned me. And then there's another person who also commissioned me. And let me just bring up these commissions real. Not bring up. Let me look over these commissions that I did in the past in this commission folder. Yeah. Let's see. I was able to do Dom's character pretty well. I believe, yeah. And then there's also another person who wants me to draw one with really good rock hard abs, and yeah, I think this is actually pretty good. Yeah. So let's see. But yeah, there's a reason why I kind of drew Molante in the first place about a couple weeks back, chat. It's because I actually picked out Molante for the D&D After Dark one shot that I was a part of, and it's a whole different experience altogether that I get to. There's even a system that there's even has its own different system with it too. But playing as Molante, I can't help but actually wonder if I actually picked a different character in mind for a type of game. There was a time I actually was tempted to actually draw out to actually bring and I shit you not, there was a time I actually thought about bringing Violet into the game, but maybe another one of those times. Oh, thanks for the head pat, thank you. And thanks for the hydrate, Artsy. Let's see. Not often, only big boobs and a strong brood from your library. Yeah, this is true. Okay. Mikoto, you're a way better artist than you believe you are. Aw. I mean,
They're not wrong.
They're not.
I'm just trying my best.
You do
Well
it.
enough. What's funny is I keep saying that I'm like into the big buff Amazonesses, but when it comes to like role-playing games, I like avoid doing those.
Wait, really?
When it comes to D&D, I have not made an Amazoness character like that.
No.
No.
Then what is your usual go-to?
Funny enough, it's the small races.
Like goblins and kobolds?
Yes. Yeah.
Huh.
My main character, Bix, is a goblin artificer.
Huh. I actually am. You know what? think when it comes to me, my usual go-tos is the let's be honest, the curvy. I'm usually the curvy type, and I usually go for half elves. And if it's not half elves, it'll be something that you can actually, you know, you can actually see yourself dating with. Be it for elves, verdants, ASMR, tritons, yeah, all that good stuff.
I think I like the
yes.
small races because I like the option that I could be potentially yeeted at someone.
Mhm.
It's like playing as tiny avatars in VR chat.
It's it's basically that one Simpsons gift of Ralph going through the window. Let me see if I can find that one.
But speaking of small races, there's something I've just been noticing from watching my friends in the D&D in the D&D spectrum, that how come there's nobody out there who made a halfling OCs? Like, what's up with that? I mean, there's a reason they most of the time they're usually gnomes, and most of the time they're usually goblins or kobolds, but nobody from my friends group has ever made a single halfling OC.
I think that might be in part to do just with the typical description of halflings, or the fact that gnomes are kind of like halflings, but more interesting and without the awkward parts, such as the tendency to, well, if you look at Warhammer halflings, for example, they're known to be mischievous thieves, etc., and they also have this tendency to have these thick patches of fur on their feet and walk around barefoot for the most part.
Well, that's because that's how they're kind of designed. That's how Tolkien kind of designed them. But but halflings don't have to be that way. Sometimes you could just make halfling. You could still make a halfling, but by just making them short with really big ears, just as in case. I mean,
I've considered making a
Look, I'm not saying
halfling character.
I'm not saying halfling characters are bad. Anybody who's played Pathfinder, I'm sure, recognizes Lindsay.
I've had a D&D party who had a halfling. He was actually very annoying because he took full advantage of the fact that he could never get natural ones. No, he maxed out on his luck.
All right,
too.
halfling luck.
Yeah, no. So it was like impossible to do stuff to him. Like I have like he has kind of ticked off Bix enough where she would. Keep in mind, Bix is a goblin, so her and she's an artificer. So unarmed strikes literally do just 1 HP of damage if they do hit, which is very rare. And I have actually initiated unarmed strikes against him, and all of them have failed.
Goblin luck, good. But yeah, so when it comes to Benny, I want to either go full caster or use the caster abilities with multi-class and monk, because I do still want to do the unarmed strike stuff that a monk has, but I also want to try and take advantage of the points or the energy point system that's available to try and use the dynamic powers effect that's available.
I should probably go to more depth. The guy I was playing with, he basically did make Bilbo Baggins in D&D, and he would always roleplay as that to a point. To where it was getting pretty annoying that he was doing the shtick.
Wait.
Taking too far.
Yeah.
Ooh.
To the point where it was starting to affect the party with how many shenanigans he was getting into.
Yeah. Remember, boys and girls, it's all fun and games until you start screwing with other people's fun.
Yeah.
That's,
So don't do that. Don't do that.
that's a
Yeah,
catch-
fun and rights are social contracts. I only have to put up with it as long as you put up with mine.
Yeah.
That's the bit of the catch-22 when it comes to D&D or TTRPGs in general, or anywhere where you collab all your OCs into one game. I think if anything, it's not the design that matters when it comes to your character. It's the personality, and sometimes the personality of your character can either be beneficial or detrimental when it comes to the crew, because everyone is gathered together to actually help out, to actually work together, especially when it comes to combat and junk. And eventually, I mean, it's understandable you want to make a character where they are in the quirky category, but don't go way overboard when it comes to your quirky characters. Balance them out, you know?
Yeah, so like one of the things for this D&D system is that you essentially have a point system which allows you to get various boons and buffs. And one of the boons that I had to take in order to get to the relevant amount of starting points that you require, I took some points in basically unbridled. It's not called unbridled ray, but it's something similar, where your character basically goes berserk and attacks the nearest thing they find under certain circumstances, depending on the level of the detriment.
Huh.
So yeah. If you piss Benny off enough, he will start swinging punches. At the first thing he sees.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, sorry.
Now you can go.
But on the other hand, I'm not going to... I've always said Benny's something of a little shit, but I'm not going to actively have him get in trouble, himself and the party in trouble, just for the sake of role-playing and being a little shit.
Yeah. I always describe Bix as being, her bark always being bigger than her bite. Like, she's big personality in a small package.
That is valid for a goblin.
I hope that, oh yeah, I really hope that this D&D talk didn't actually detriment you too much, Shads. But I figured that it's better to actually...
No, I assure you, I'm genuinely interested in what y'all are saying. This, again, I'm not good at paying attention sometimes, but I'm interested in what y'all are saying.
It's just that, given that this is D&D talk and you've never played it yet,
Yeah.
we really need to set you up a table somewhere down the line so you can actually play the game.
Yeah, I'll level one.
Because I have a tiefling character, I have yet to actually put time into
Yeah, we need like a level 1 one shot just to get his feet wet.
I'm just not sure of how relevant it is, but yeah. Just had to have the R of you all concerned. I just had to use that.
Funny when you mentioned that. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, just spit running down the wrong throat. I don't know why it does that.
Funny enough, getting back to the fact that I've never made like buff Amazon characters. When I was contemplating Pathfinder, and going back to Bix, I was actually thinking, what if I did like mirror universe, like, because Bix is an artificer, she's the brainy character. What if I decide to make a goblin barbarian out of her?
A goblin barbarian. That's terrifying to imagine.
I mean, it will
They are
combine
coming
two
for
of my
your
favorite
needs.
things. Amazons and short stacks.
They will come for your knees.
Yeah, it will.
Then again, I have been considering making a small, female tabaxi barbarian who's actually based on, well, the cat says currently on the ranch who is Steve's all-time favorite. Well, he's got a lot of favorites, but Moxie is pretty much his baby girl favorite.
Kitter.
Yes.
Also, Bloth, yes, you just described Bix very much. Like, you put a magic item in front of her, she is gonna jump at it.
Let's
She
see.
She don't care what it is. She just wants it, and she wants to know what it is, and she will distribute it to where she thinks it's needed.
Let's see. Mikoto, now that your Amazons are being mentioned, I get to remind that Gmon animation you did with this.
Oh wow, that must have been a while ago.
That was a while ago, and it's one of my favorite animations that I've ever made during my Gmon career.
That reminds me of a stupid idea I had not too long ago for another cyber spy shitpost. You know that one Markiplier shitpost where it's just him saying, "Why, oh god, fucking why?" Where he pulls out a revolver at the end.
I was what's the context behind that scene? I've been meaning.
It's well, the question that gets cut off is your hair. The last part of the sentence that gets cut off before that part is your hair not red? So basically, he used to have like red highlights in his hair, and then he no longer did when he came back. So let me find.
Oh yeah, that was a thing, and it actually does look good on him.
Let's see if I can find it.
I actually think you probably show what the idea I mentioned before. I think I have an image of what that would look like. Let me look through this. Oh.
And I am posting the relevant clip in TV chat, and I want to have Cyber Spy do that particular pose.
And I will put this in the not safe for work chat just to be safe.
Let me take a look at this. So quietly looks into the chat. Okay. Not that chat.
Yeah, it's TV chat.
Oh! Wow! That is that's like Wagyu beef type of beef. That's like Wagyu.
Remember when I say that demon mode's me holding back?
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I think the chat stopped moving on the stream as well. Wait, it has?
Wait, what?
You're
currently missing from the stream.
Oh god! Wait, what the hell? What the hell? Okay, I did not I don't know why that was a thing. Oh! No, it's not! It's not an accident! I swear! I promise! Oh, Lord. Okay, let me just do a little stretch. Ooh, okay, there we go.
But yes, there are some things I don't even share with you guys.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
For your own good.
Let's see. The stream is being a massive derp today. Is it really that bad? Is chat?
I don't know. It looks fine to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem many issues so far.
Let's have a few hiccups, yeah.
I think before I actually go and design her hair, I'm gonna try to get the beef out of the situation before I get to everything else that is her cape and her hair. Yep. But I'm gonna try to get this thing done as fast as I could, chat. Although I just can't help but wonder something completely in a different topic. Should I actually should I actually open up a Patreon or something?
That's
I mean, I'm not sure on that.
No?
I'm not saying no, I'm just not sure.
Yeah, the main thing is, of course, obviously it's It's a service which you will need to provide for multiple patrons.
The
And-
pros, however, is that you do get around Twitch's BS payout system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the main thing would be designing the system such that you have the capacity to fulfill any requests that you would be obligated to provide.
I think I might start a little bit small. That for each month, I will host in a poll that I will be drawing a specific character for the stream, and the patrons will actually decide which character would be voted for the said specific art stream. And it also
Arts Faye in chat also had a good idea. Coffee is also a good alternative.
Oh yeah, I also did. I also have a coffee, but I think I might need somebody to help run me with that because I think thinking about it now, I was able to do I was able to do like maybe 20, if not 40% of coffee, and there's some people out there who actually were able to figure out how to fully do coffee in their full capacity, and then it makes me wonder, how are they able to do that? Because I need to make notes. I need to make mental notes. I need to make notes, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I have a coffee too. And it's just a tip jar, and B, a place people can buy Oni babies.
Let's see.
I have been considering doing stream loots and making my own cards.
Streamly?
Stream loots.
Stream loots. Okay.
It's have you been watching reviewers streams lately?
I haven't, but I really should have actually come by in his server every now and then.
I'll be back in a bit.
I mean, not
Yeah.
server. I mean, I should have actually been in his streams every now and then. It's just that life has been so busy. But what happened?
Well, he implemented stream loot cards. Basically, you buy a pack of cards, and some of them have different effects on stream. Some of them range from shouting out some of his friends to having a overlay activate that's just a bunch of chocobos running across the stream, to different sound effects. It basically gives more control of the stream to the audience. It's like point redeems, but I think a bit more extra.
Mm-hmm.
I have actually been considering that.
Um,
Just that I need to figure out what will I actually use as for Streamloot cards to actually make that work.
The some of the ideas I had were
Jay!
Oh, Jay!
And thanks for the raid! Hello, Jay!
Hello, Raiders!
Hello, Raiders from the World Culture
Hey,
Hall.
Jay.
We're
We're
in the middle of doing the art for the we're in the middle of doing the art for the winner of today's Art Raffle stream, and yeah, I hope you guys actually enjoy your time, and I actually hope that your game earlier today is actually went pretty well, you know.
I think he was playing the Sonic murder mystery game.
That was a thing?
It was a real thing.
Yes, Sega decided to pull a April Fools of their own, and they decided to make a full-fledged Sonic game.
Also, Adra, welcome to the Paper Plane Inn, and thanks for the follow. And oh, Mass Justin, hi, welcome to the Paper Plane Inn, and thanks for the follow. Okay.
But I did have a few ideas. One was the card would be called Local Oni Yells at Corn. Basically, it's a play on this game called Don't Get Me Started, where whoever played the card would have to suggest a subject, any random subject, and I have to do an impassioned rant about it like it's the world's worst hot take.
Oh wow.
It's like, it doesn't matter if I actually like dislike it or not. I just have to make it sound like I don't like it. The other one would be Eat the Soap, which is just 5 minutes of me not cursing. And I would hopefully figure out how to get an overlay there that would actually put a bar of soap in my mouth.
It's definitely doable. I've seen somebody do something similar in VR chat with a popsicle.
Yeah, and I forget what was the last one. Oh yeah, the last one was She Who Thirsts. Basically, it would be, if somebody played that, I'd have to pick on a random chart of fictional crushes, and I'd have to thirst for them live on stream.
Mickey's Slanishite tendencies intensify.
Yeah, and also, good night, boy Splatty. Thanks for the pillow, as always. I come back and I hear mouth, according to Cardle. That we're actually talking about stream loot cards, and I actually am tempted to actually make stream loot cards. I just need to figure out what are the rewards for it. But I am thinking about putting in a text-to-speech kind of card into this into the bundle. You know. I just need to figure out what's the right AI voice that could actually fit well for the job. Okay. So, let's see. I really hope that Clockwork actually likes this.
I have a feeling they will.
But yeah, maybe I could actually go, maybe doing a thing that's like doing the shout outs and shout outs, oh, can you imagine if somebody make a redeem where the whole the whole screen is flooded with house gremlins for a card?
Yes, that would kind of require some coding, but yeah, that is a thing. Like I said, Reviewer has a similar thing with Chocobos.
Huh?
Retro Foxwood.
House gremlin horde. Yep.
But the Painter's Cupcake music would play in the background whenever it activates. You just see hundreds of the gremlins flying past the screen.
Oh Lord, Afton will be terrified of that.
Yep.
Yes, he would.
I think if anything, each and every one of those house gremlins will always keep saying, "I am Alfarius," at each time it multiplies.
Oh, that would also probably be true.
I mean, am I wrong?
I do not believe so.
Let's see. You could ask Corey. She has emotes fall all the time. Oh yeah, that is a function you can actually do in Twitch. I mean, I just need to figure out where to actually put in that. But there is actually a thing I wanted to do for a stream redeem. And that is like I actually took notes of this when Basil Wolf announced this the other day in his Twitter. I mean, where he actually added a new area into his stream lore, and it's basically just a fishing game. It's basically a fishing game in his stream, and with the amount of points, maybe he just switched it up to bits because it's much more beneficial. Chad would actually try to fish out a different fish, and I want to do something similar with that, but instead of fish, like people, whatever points or bits chat redeems, they will get a randomly generated food that I actually drew out.
Ooh, that is nice.
Yep.
And I'm thinking about each one will actually be based on like a meal on itself. One will be like a drawn. One will be like a tankard of cider / beer. Another one will be a platter of beef beef brisket or some food. And let's see. And then there's the dessert, which is a slice of cake. Yeah, I had it. But what do you guys think?
I think this conversation is making me hungry.
Oh goodness, I apologize.
That's all right. It's been good fun.
Thank God I already had Popeyes for dinner and lunch.
There's a Popeyes like right next to me. If things get bad, I can just go there.
Okay. Now that we got alright, we got the building blocks of her body. That is finally done. I think it's about time we actually get to working on her hair and her cape. Then we lower down the line thickness, and then we'll get to working on every details before we actually get to working on colors.
I mean, she could squeeze out something, all right.
Hey, wait, hold up! Okay, so did you say squeeze? No, chat, wait, it's not what you think. Wait a minute. By the way, has Chad ever seen the House Gremlin? Because I don't think he's seen them yet. Oh, he has seen them already.
We literally introduced him today, at the very least, in person.
The last word she said to him is that, I think I heard this before she's laughing her way back into the ether, is that, she said something in the lines that she placed melted crayons in his shoes. Like, why? Oh, thanks for the head pet. Thank you.
Talk about redeems though, and again, getting back to the demon model, you are aware one of my redeems is that chat can put me into a bunny suit for the rest of the stream, right? Well, I can't exactly do that in the demon mode unless I want to mortgage my house again for a new outfit.
Oh no.
So, when I do stream with the demon mode, I have a flex toggle.
You have a flex toggle.
For the demon mode, yes.
I'm thinking about
that'll probably be for a lower amount of points, but it's especially when I say it is something people would want to see.
I'm actually kind of curious now on how this flex toggle works.
I will show you when I eventually get the whole thing done.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How did this person design the hair? It's usually the hair back, but let's see.
Yeah, it's I mean, if you're going for the more flowing the wind thing, then, but it does I do think it looks more like it's done back.
Let's see. Hair go flowy and hair goes wish and flow. So.
Especially if you're doing it like a mid-flight pose.
Don't look at us. I'm just a standing citizen. Of course you would, chat. Hold on a second. Let me just, my back's, okay, let me just, Okay. For a minute, I'm actually glad that actually got out. I got that out of my system. Now, okay. Let me go and put that there. Let's see. Given that her hair flies in the wind like that, yeah, this is gonna require me to actually get this right. Okay. What? But I've been meaning to ask, guys. Let's see. Okay. Okay, my brain is not getting it all there. Do you think I should actually give it a shot on try to fix up my coffee and implement stuff like that?
I don't see why not. It seems like it couldn't hurt to do coffee. The thing with the Patreon subscription is larger tier subscriptions. Obviously, you have requirements which need to be fulfilled for the subscriptions, and you just need to be careful that you're not making individual subscriptions to a large amount of people who you might not be able to deliver all on time if you end up with a whole bunch of commissions at once.
Yeah. I think coffee's gonna be the better option.
Yeah, at least initially. If you want to go with a Patreon setup from an artist point of view, you just need to be practical in your preparation.
Yeah, you might have to limit the larger tiers.
Yeah,
Well, I have been thinking about making
planning.
just 3 tiers, if anything.
No, I mean,
it's
it's
mainly
more
a
so
plan.
limiting who can access those higher tiers.
Yeah, like having.
Like, I've seen some where it's like the highest, they do have 3 tiers, but the highest one's like limited to only 5 people.
Wait, really? That's a thing?
Well, typically if people had a larger, go for the larger things, they will typically just donate for the month and then switch back to a lower tier.
Oh. As an artist, I could actually see how that's going to be a little bit of annoying.
Not really. It's more so, it depends on what you're offering at the higher tiers. Like I watch a lot of review shows, and a lot of higher tiers, people will have, like, if you pay X amount of money, you can suggest what this person reviews, and, people will typically just pay for that, and then once they get what they want, they'll just go back to supporting them on the lower tiers. It's like a one and done thing.
Let's see. And coffee is much more easier.
Coffee is just a tip jar.
Oh.
Yeah, effectively. So there's no requirement to fulfill somebody's order if they tip you a coffee.
There is an option that they can order commissions off of it, but outside of that, yeah, no, it's just like if people have like $1 they want to give to you, that's where they do it.
It's just that a couple of my friends really want me to open up a Patreon so that way they can actually support me. And the idea has been going through my. I've actually been on the fence on that, you know, because I actually have been interested in making a Patreon to not only improve. Not only do I have some fixed incomes, but also so I could actually have something so I could showcase my art, and I still showcase my art, you know, and actually inform people not only what I'm going to be drawing next, but also the development that I'm going through. That's what I've That's what I've experienced from the patron side to all the followers. I mean, to all the artists that I've been following. You know.
Yeah, I'm just
Just
cautioning
like
you that you need to make sure that if you do set it up, that you don't accidentally create a situation where you have a significant workload as a result.
yeah, like I said, there are some artists that do offer like private commissions on theirs, and kind of put that to a limit.
Boom! I'm back, dummy!
Ah, welcome
Glad
back.
to see you're back. Glad to see you, Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as long as you have a system to make sure that you don't, or that you have a max limit in terms of work so that you can make sure that you are able to deliver and not overwork yourself, then that would be perfectly fine.
Also, is that I just noticed the thing on the corner of the screen. The Powerpuff Girl Dojin is a sub goal.
Yep. That's kind of a tradition when it comes to cringe fiction, you know? That I will be whenever I read stuff like this, I keep telling myself it better be worth it. Because because to me it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense in a way that it does have that whenever it's time for me to make a new goal for cringe fiction. I mean, okay, I cannot bring. Sorry, just give me a moment, chat. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that this whole thing started when Morris and I were just reading. Morris wants me to read out his fan fiction into my Twitch, and
Yeah.
it was painful to go through, and
Yeah.
I decided to
I
go.
can imagine.
You can imagine. You were there.
Yep. And I saw you suffering through the whole thing.
And I decided to go and follow this up because it was a short stream by reading out loud my my old fanfic, which is a crossover fanfic between Avatar: The Last Airbender and Naruto. Yeah, I was like I made something completely what the fuckery when I was younger. Then when that was over, I tell myself, would it be actually funny if I actually read My Immortal out loud into Twitch? But it better be worth it. Let's see if I actually put this into a short goal of 20 subs. I'm sure this will be completely fine. And if this is met before the end of the end of October, I will read that on my birthday. Chad actually met the goal and gave me 20 subs. And I actually read My Immortal on my birthday. Ooh, that was a case
Good
of
times.
pain. Good times, but it's a case of pain.
Yeah. It's
And-
got like getting hit by this.
Yeah.
Right in the fields.
And then
Critical brain damage.
let's see. And then when that is over, I decided to actually pick another subject what'll be for topic for cringe fiction. And that is going to be the story that is called How I Became Yours. A webcomic that is made during the height of Avatar: The Last Airbender's the height of Avatar: The Last Airbender's popularity, and it is just as painful and bad as it is. The videos are actually available now into my Twitch VOD archive channel, which I will be plugging this right here, so that chat would actually take a look at this, and they would give it a watch, if you will. Hold on. Let's see.
I have actually been thinking
Here we go.
of reading my old cringe fiction.
There we go. this is the archive channel, and there's a playlist and videos available that is from previous VODs that I've done before that you guys can actually watch whenever you get the chance.
Yeah, I've been contemplating dreaming of reading of my previous cringe fiction.
Oh, you are?
I don't know if I would do it. It was a Kamen Rider and a My Little Pony crossover.
How does that work?
I mean, I could read it, and it would probably work. It was... Not only was it a My Little Pony, it was an Equestria Girls crossover.
Also? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that would be... It would be cringy.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe...
I mean, if you want, we could actually make a collab about it.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
Listen, if I'm doing it, it would probably end up being like director's commentary at some point.
Fair enough. But yeah, I wouldn't mind collabing with you as we actually read your old fanfic.
Funny enough, I only got... I've actually gotten pretty far with it. I actually gotten to the halfway point till burnout hit, and I kind of stopped writing entirely. But it was also around that time I started VTubing.
Oh!
So I traded one hobby for another.
So, how many chapters did you wrote, more specifically?
Oh, it was a long one.
Like, stupid long?
Well, I kind of wrote it as a, okay, so it was 20 chapters.
20 chapters doesn't sound so bad.
I mean, some of the chapters did go on quite long. These are kind of meant to be like, episodes in a, Power Rangers-esque TV show.
You know what? Fair point.
But, 20 chapters plus a single side story. That was just a very short, character exposition. Not really that, it was more so just a bridge that I wanted to do where I had one of the villains as the main characters of the chapter.
Did it... I'm now curious. I won't lie. Alright, chat. Okay. We did plenty of work when it comes to this. I think it's about time we start, squeezing... I think it's about time we finally get to... Wait. What am I doing?
We're done with the squeezing, we're now up to the crushing.
Wait. Okay, turn that to 4. And let's go and start fixing out every little details of this piece. Because that method I tried out just now would actually help speed up the inking process, and now we're just doing the fixing up process when it comes to this.
You know, looking back at it, and I kind of remembered, I had this really funny quirk with the titling of chapters. I kind of put a JoJo thing, and all the chapters were are song titles.
Really?
Yeah. The very first one was "You're Gonna Go Far, Kid." After that was "The Grand Illusion," and then after that was "Thunderstruck."
Huh.
And like I said, I tried hard to make the chapter names actually relate to what was going on during the chapters. The Grand Illusion especially I'm proud of.
I can only imagine. I mean, you must have done a lot of work and research in order to get the titles right.
Oh yeah, the Grand Illusion especially because I'll be honest, you had Trixie as the secondary protagonist.
Oh, Trix?
Yeah, and I kind of had a very interesting idea with Trixie. Basically, she was a hidden genius. Like, she's... Like, people would assume she's, like, an airhead, but no, she's really freaking smart.
Kind of like one of those crouching moment, hidden badass type of tropes.
Yep. Like, to the point where she's actually making equipment on par to what Twilight might be able to make.
Huh. Okie dokie Loki. Oh, I forgot her, the heel on her boot. It's not even there. The heel on this boot, it's not there. I mean, we are in the fix-up phase when it comes to this piece, and if we're lucky, I'm gonna try to get this thing done in 5 minutes before we actually go and to the flats of this commission, because we've been here for about... Let me just check my OBS time.
About... Well, counting the times the stream actually shut down, I think we were at about, like, 2 hours?
Alright, I'm gonna see if I
2
can
and a
get
quarter?
I'm gonna see if I can get this thing done by 3. No promises, but I'm gonna try. Okay. So let's see. Let me squeeze down these eyes so that way they look a little bit more like the ones that is featured in his hair.
Actually, again, I have the story and, like, memories are coming back. There was a chapter I had myself insert character in. However, the twist was, he was the monster of the week.
Wait, what?
Okay, so back when I was in the My Little Pony fandom, I didn't have a pony OC, I had a Diamond Dog OC.
Fair.
So, because, like I said, this is a Power Rangers-esque story, there was Monsters of the Week, and all the monsters were based off of the different races in Equestria.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Diamond Dog representation ended up being my OC.
Oh! And...
I mean, yeah.
Sorry. And how'd it go?
Hero beat up the monster and the day was saved. Actually, no, that was another chapter I went pretty hard on, because, that one has probably the most musical references in it. It was literally called Diamond Dog, and I based it off of the David Bowie album.
I think that's where the first use of the phrase was popularized. Apparently, prior to that, it's a term that's meant to indicate best friends, because dogs are a man's best friend and diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was that song, and then I'm willing to bet that's the album where the organization in Metal Gear came from.
That would not surprise me in the slightest.
Slight confession after what you just mentioned that, I never played Metal Gear.
I've only played Rising.
I have only played Phantom Pain, but since Diamond Dogs is relevant to Phantom Pain, I might as well explain. The organization that you lead in the game is a mercenary company called the Diamond Dogs.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
Diamond Dogs.
I really should I really should give that song a try so that way I could actually understand what you guys what you guys meant.
Hold on,
I mean, it's a David Bowie classic. It would be hard to find.
It was. I think it was the first album after he retired Ziggy Stardust, and it was the first album with Halloween Jack. If you're familiar with how David Bowie would change personas every couple of years.
Not really. I mean, the one time I actually heard about David Bowie is through a couple of songs and his role in the Labyrinth.
So, I'm going by an interview on this, but in his earlier years, he had trouble writing his own songs. He was able to write for other people, like Iggy Pop, but he wasn't able to write for himself. So, as a way of overcoming this problem, he created the persona of Ziggy Stardust. And he wrote for that. He was essentially writing for a different person that he would be playing himself.
What's with the rim shot, Morris? That's kinda...
I don't know. Misinput.
But David was actually very smart. He knew this kind of gimmick wouldn't last long in showbiz. So like every couple of years he'd retire one persona and switch to another one. After Ziggy Stardust, he switched to Halloween Jack.
So kind of like the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
Well, I could... Huh. Just hearing that now, it kind of... Thinking about it, he's kind of like a bit of a changeling, doesn't he?
That would add... I think he would take that as a compliment.
Yeah, to a certain extent, you could argue that applies to the Metal Gear plot, but I don't know how much you care about spoilers relating to anything Metal Gear.
Yeah, best not to do that now.
I did put in a no spoiler policy in my sorry.
Sorry, you go.
No, I'm just shooting things out of the air. But what were you saying?
I was saying, in the actual chapter, I took some of the lines from the Diamond Dog song and actually made it into a character, because the first couple of lines talked about a girl who was terminally sick, and that ended up being like the one-shot character of the day whose problem we have to solve kind of deal.
Oh.
Not so much they're sick, but more so they're recovering from being sick.
Let's see. Jexo Dragon says, BRB, making fish and chips with my dad. Okay. Oh, that sounds good right about now.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually ended up naming them Holly Holly, as a reference to Holy Holy, which was the B-side to the Diamond Dog single.
Huh.
Interesting.
Like I said, it's the one with that I've tried to pack the most musical references into.
Fair enough. I mean,
But it's almost like a JoJo chapter in that way.
I've heard a lot when it comes to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that Part 9 is the one thing that got my sister a little bit... according to my sister, she actually is taking a liking how Part 9 started off.
I would assume so, because it's the parts taking place in Hawaii.
Yep. And, I already am missing Hawaii. I would kill to go back into the Japanese marketplace just so I could actually go and get myself some, I don't know, some dangos, maybe get some udon again. I miss going to Waikiki. But that's definitely something I really want to do again when I visit Hawaii.
No, like when I started reading it, I was like, "Oh, Makoto's gonna like this one."
I have yet to continue more into the Speedball Run universe, since that's where that's what's taking place after what happened. And no, Dave is here. He just currently started off in. We're still about to. We need to go back and watching JoJo's, Dave, so we can actually finish.
We do.
I'm going to tell you two things, non-spoiler things. Oh, well, the first one is just that Part 9 is currently just 2 chapters, so no real rush there. But the secondly is we basically have Giorno again.
I saw his picture. That's all I need to know about Part 9, and his hair, though, it's And his name is actually kind of a little bit hard to pronounce.
Jodio.
Like, where does Araki keep coming? Where does Araki? How did Araki came up with this name?
I assume it's getting more and more difficult to find something that sounds like Joe.
Also, part of me thinks he kind of just named it because apparently the name means fucked up in Spanish.
Although it probably wouldn't be pronounced like that.
Probably not.
No. All right.
Although apparently I suppose you could have gone with Yorge, but that kind of wouldn't have fit for the theming.
Well, his full name is Jodio Joestar.
Yeah,
So-
because I know the Spanish name for George is Yorge, apparently.
Okay,
I mean-
that's it. I'm getting the ruler. That's it.
I obviously don't know the whole story yet of everything that's happened. I know there's this thing called the Steel Ball Run universe, and I know Steel Ball Run is part 7, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. I think you don't really have to go into part 7 knowing anything. It's quite literally a fresh start.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's an alternate reality, hence why I don't know anything. And now I've lost my train of thought. So I was going to say something, but I don't remember what the fuck it was.
But I have been thinking about getting back into. I have been thinking about reading part 7 all the way up to the beginning. It's just that, well, I'm debating whether or not to actually do that as a live reading in Twitch, or do that as a read that as my own kind of thing. What do you guys think?
I will tell you guys this. My personal opinion, part 7 is the best part.
Should I give should I actually read Steel Ball Run live or nah?
That's gonna be on you. As a streamer, I've discovered that doing stuff live is kind of a double-edged sword because especially if it's something that really does grab your attention. Because like you're kind of limited to you're then limited to the stream, because if you decide, oh hey, I want to go a bit further, you kind of miss out on some stuff. It's kind of like Jacksepticeye and his Bloodborne playthrough.
What's wrong
Where
with that?
he got so engrossed in the game that he kind of played it off recording, and he kind of went ahead and he kind of missed out on recording his live reactions to some things.
Oh.
Oops. See, this is why I don't go ahead with the Monster Hunter story stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword that I've discovered while streaming, because there are games that I have played that I kind of want to go further with, but I can't because I'm like, I need to save that for the stream.
If you played Phantom Pain as well, that would be a massive pain in the ass because of all the cutscenes.
Yeah. It's why there are some games I just don't want to play on stream.
Alright, and let's get the booba right. And I meant this kind of booba. Chat, don't at me. Okay. Let's see. Does the madness continues in terms of Steel Ball Run or something?
Yes. Yes, I think it gets amped up a bit.
Alright.
As to the other one, when the game is so good that you miss out on content.
There we go.
I've also learned that the Let's Play curse is very much real.
It's It is? Why is it? Wait, why is it called a Let's Play curse?
The Let's Play curse refers to you could be the absolute best at a video game. You could have 100% it blindfolded backwards, off camera, but like the moment you hit the record button, you suddenly suck at it.
Yeah. I mean, that is a thing, because as it turns out, it takes a significant amount of processing mentally in order to focus on stuff. And when you have to divide that mental processing, this suddenly becomes a problem.
It doesn't even have to be that. It isn't even live streams. It's like just regular recording and Let's Plays. Like the game will just misbehave and you'll just suck at it. Because quite recently I finished playing Azure Striker Gunvolt, and I was having the worst time on the final boss. But when I went back to it off stream, I managed to beat the boss in 2 tries.
Oh.
I kind of said that I like that would. It was kind of a good thing that I beat it off screen, because then I realized, oh wait, this isn't the real ending. It's one of those you have to get the collectibles in each level to unlock the true ending kind of deal.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. Like, I don't mind the how do I say this? I don't mind in the beat the game on hard for the real ending style things, but I'm not a big fan of collectible hunts.
Well, considering the fact that the game is like only 6 levels, I could kind of understand it.
I guess.
Gunvolt's a Mega Man X copy. I shouldn't say that because it's actually a really good game on its own.
It's a similar formula, I assume.
Yeah.
That's a good enough descriptor.
Let me just stretch out.
I actually don't want to badmouth Gunvolt, because then Azzy will come busting through my wall and strangle me.
Oh no.
Again, I'm no interest to badmouth anybody either, so for me it's not a big deal.
Okay, so I think we actually did plenty of this actually looks pretty plenty, don't you think? But should I make her thighs a little bit bigger, chat?
Well, you know my answer to that question.
I am tempted to also say yes.
Okay. Because looking at these reference pictures that I see here, oh no. Looking at these reference pictures that I see here, it didn't look as big as I thought they would be. Okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah, I think that's all right.
Okay, that'll do. That'll have to do, pig. Wait. Yeah, that'll have to do, pig. Okay, that'll have to do. Okay, so... But I've been meaning to ask you guys, do you think I should actually, I've been thinking about this, since I realized that, June is coming up very soon, and June is the month that, well, maybe June, if not July, but that is the month where I actually started going back and doing streaming for Twitch, because I was doing the work for the Date the OC auction, and I just came to realize it's been almost a year since I actually started doing my Twitch streaming as a VTuber, and it made me want to think. It makes me think. What should I actually do to celebrate my anniversary?
That's a great question.
Because I have been thinking about streaming my all-time favorite game that got me into the journey of video games.
What that?
Oh, hey Jay. Hold on. Let me get you out of that jar. So, I think you left in time. You left in a time where I did not grab you out of there. So, there you go.
That's okay. That's okay. Long time.
What was like one of the first things you streamed?
Let's see. I think Monster Hunter Rise is one of them.
I would say go back to that if you can. Also, highest bang.
What was that other game that you were about to mention?
There's this one game that I actually have been on the fence on getting it, but it is a game that is my all-time favorite that I fell in love with ever since I first played it. Without that game, I would not be without that game, I would not be able to be the fundamental person where I am now. And that said game is Diablo 2, or more specifically, Diablo 2: The Resurrection Edition, where it's the updated one that people have been talking about and played it and actually had a field day with it. But yes, I have been thinking about streaming and playing Diablo 2 in my Twitch for my anniversary.
It sounds like a solid choice, so long as Blizzard haven't stuffed it up.
Wait, what's wrong with it?
I don't know necessarily.
It's not the game; it's the company that made the game.
Yeah.
Considering it's Diablo 2, I think it's untouched.
I hope you're right. Let's put it that way.
Who's the beefy girl boss on the screen? Oh, thanks, Spectre. This actually here is the winner of the art raffle that I hosted earlier, and it's Clockwork Knight's OC, Shining Star, as her name is. And now here I am trying to actually get this done in time as promised, because the winner of the raffle is promised to have a full details a full details picture of render of their OC.
Oh, good grief.
What's wrong?
Yeah, sorry, I got caught behind a delivery van.
Oh dear.
Yeah, okay, he's gone now.
Okay, correct width. So.
Okay. I'm as disappointed as I am that I didn't win the raffle. I'm just glad that Clockwork won.
I'm very happy Clockwork won.
I think it's a very delightful design for a character. I really like her look.
Yeah, same.
To be honest, when it comes to this raffle, I decided to go a little bit on the traditional method on selecting my winners, and that method is writing down all the names who participated in the raffle with their OCs as references. Then I put them in an old tissue box, shuffled that box one too many times, and when I'm finally satisfied, I stop the shaking and pull out the name, and Clockwork's name is the winner.
Huh. Well, that's definitely an old-fashioned way of going about it. I personally would have I personally in the past have used just random name generators. I put everyone's name into a wheel, I spun it, and whoever came up with the winner.
Wait, you guys did that?
Yeah, we knew about that. If you didn't know, you could have just asked.
I didn't know! I didn't actually know! Oh, man! I can already hear
But
Steve.
hey, props on you for
going El Tradicional? Yeah. But had I actually known that this would have made my job so much easier. Oh god. I can already hear Steve calling me goober from a mile away.
Yep.
I'll do it in his stead. You're a goober. You're a goober. You're a goober in the best way possible.
Okay, let's see. Gotta make sure these outlines are right. Alright. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. So it's time for me to start inking this. No, not inking this. Coloring this. Ink master. Alright, now the hard part. Okay. Thank God this reference, thank God this one is an easier reference. I think. I'm hoping I got this right. Okay. 1 for the money. And time to clean. But I really did had a lot of fun hosting this raffle. And I can't wait to actually host another one. But I think I'll do that, when I actually hit through
Another milestone?
another milestone in Twitch, yeah, possibly around 4, maybe 500 followers, you know.
You heard her. 500.
If I want to, if you guys want me to host another raffle, all you gotta do is just help me reach up to 500 followers, and boom, I'm gonna be 4, maybe 500 followers, yeah, and then boom, I'm gonna be host. There's gonna be another raffle in the air.
Although, I do have a question for you.
Eh?
Do you currently have commissions open at the moment?
Not yet, but I am gonna be starting up very soon. I just need to take care of 2 last commissions. But before that, I need to actually take care of the other elephant in the room, and that's passing the NHA exam, and that's gonna be hard. Cause basically, when it comes to phlebotomist, now that I finally graduated school, they recommended me to actually do the NHA so that way I could actually have more job opportunities instead of your standard phlebotomist technician, and.
Reminds me, I need to submit some documents so I can actually get my darn raise as an RBG.
I hope it goes well for you. And so yeah, by the time I'm done with the streaming, I'm gonna be not only just be busy making dinner, but I'm also gonna be busy with studying, because Miki needs job opportunities.
Yep,
Moo.
because
I need better job opportunities too.
You think things will be a little bit better lately, but well, at least better in the job market, but not really.
Nope.
damn it.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Sorry. Okay, at least she's turning out pretty well with this. But yeah, I have been considering opening up commissions very soon, chat. Just keep an eye out when that day comes.
I definitely will, because I was really hoping to win that raffle so I could have you drop Princess Pudding.
Speaking of commissions, I'm pretty sure I have actually posted this in the art room, but I got a big commission I've been waiting a while to get.
Oh?
The picture of me and the
Hold on. So who won the raffle? Clockwork Knight is the one who won the raffle, and I'm doing that as we speak.
Clockwork's a pretty cool guy.
I have a feeling I have a feeling that he's really looking forward to seeing this stream, but he sadly can't make it due to his work. But I have a feeling that he really, really wants to see this stream.
I would have too.
Yeah, same.
But funny enough, this actually. Oh no, Jay, you can go. Unless you start breaking up. Aw.
Oops.
And there he goes. I'm sure he'll come back, but what were you trying to say?
I got this commission, which was Fu in the panty and stocking style.
Oh yeah, that one you showed in the end.
Yeah, honestly, it's something I've been wanting to get for a long time. And it came around the same time I got a confirmation for an Etsy order I got.
Oh!
Because for those of you who don't know, Noibat is my favorite Pokemon. And it turns out the Pokemon Company does not make official Noibat plushies.
Oh, so you're gonna get yourself a Noibat plushie!
Yeah, I had to get it off Etsy.
Dude, that is so cool! I'm happy for you!
Yeah, I'll post pictures when I do get it, but it should have shipped out today, actually.
Well, I hope that... make sure you take plenty of pictures when it finally arrives, okay?
I will. But it's very weird that Pokemon Company doesn't make a Noibat plushie.
I'm actually surprised too. I mean, they show them in certain merchandise, but no plushes.
Yeah, no, it's like I look eBay, it's all Pokemon cards. I look on Pokemon Center. The only plushie related to Noibat on Pokemon Center, and I had to go to the Japanese websites too, was a Mimikyu in a Noibat Halloween costume.
No?
Yeah. It's so weird because Ash in the anime has a Noivern. You'd think that would put them a bit higher up than other Pokemon.
Priorities.
Check. Check, 1, 2. Am I coming through?
Oh,
Yes.
hey, Sharpwing.
Too loud, too quiet, just making sure.
You're good.
Alright.
Okay, so...
Howdy.
Glad you're here.
Alright.
I always come when I have time.
Ellie, hi! Welcome to the Paper Plane Inn, and thanks for the raid!
Hi, Ellie.
Hey there, raid. Hello, Ellie O'Malley and the Raiders. Welcome into the Paper Plane Inn. I'm Mikoto Nui, and we are currently doing art. We're currently doing art that is for the winner of my art raffle. I hope you guys actually had a good time. I hope you guys actually had a good time during your stream. Let's see. Right. But so yeah, I really want to do some more streamings when it comes to this week. But sadly, I can only do about 3 because I'm going to be focusing on studying in order so I can actually pass the NHA. Because last month, March is... how should I put this? March is a little bit of a mixed bag. Because, yes, I was able to pass my phlebotomy school. Yes, I was able to finally attend the job fair and did my best as where I could to answer some of the questions they have. And yes, I actually had fun when I was doing my time in the skiing trip, thanks to Steve and his family. But I got a concussion when I was up there. I had to rest so that way nothing bad actually happens. And now here I am, trying my best to study, so I hope I can actually pass. And I really do hope I can pass. But yeah.
I'm confident you can.
Oh, there is actually one thing I should have actually told you guys when it comes to my time up there in Colorado.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this kind of takes place, maybe day 2 of the trip? No, that's not no, it's not day 2. I think it's around day 4 of 2, maybe, no, 3, maybe 4 of the trip. That, it was about, Steve and I wanted to do a thing since we learned that there's a grill at the rental house that we're going to be staying by in our time up there. And the said rental house has a grill in the that's close by, and Steve and I decided to actually share a dish that we wanted to cook for a while and hope the family would actually love it. And it's our variation of beef fajitas. And it took a while for us to it's one thing to gather the materials that since we brought our own spices, but it's a whole different story when we tried to light up the fire, because we brought everything. We bought meat, we brought our own spices that is here at home, and we also and we also made sure everything is hunky-dory dandy. We got everything except for the lighter fluid and the charcoal.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but
Mamma mia!
it's one thing that we actually went to the store and bought the lighter. Oh, hey there, Wolf Pup. What's good? And oh yeah,
Hi, Wing Wolf.
It's one thing that we bought the charcoal that is from the nearby market that they have there, but it's a whole different story that we did not buy. We did not buy any lighter fluid, and we struggled to get that fire started. Like I even went as far to dig into some old papers that I actually brought with me. That is from my sketchbook. I don't really like the pictures anymore, and hence why I had to use it. And it took a while for us to get that fire started. But when it does, it actually feels really nice. And especially with the beef fajitas and the chicken fajitas that we made alongside it. Yes, we've actually made not just beef but chicken and the same recipe, but and we were actually Steve and I were actually excited yet nervous to see how the family would actually like our recipe. And let's see. And after getting the fire started and after getting the meats finally cooked, the family in the end actually loves our cooking, and they say it's really one of the best fajitas that they actually had. And it's, to me and Steve, it's the biggest sigh of relief. But that's not where the story kind of ends. You see, after we decided to rest up in the hot tub that they have there, yes, the rental house has a hot tub, and the family took advantage of it while we're still up there. Steve's brother Zach, maybe he was when he was taking out the trash, discovered something really fast. He alerted us, the family, and told us that somebody in the neighborhood was actually making use of the old fire pit the old grill that is in there. And we went outside of the house, make sure we're quiet, and there it was. There's this black truck that is parked right next to our grill by our place, and a guy is cooking hot dogs and chicken by the fire, and he has this kid, maybe his son, and he's trying to hold up the light high up in the grill so the dad could actually cook. And it's like they actually took our it's like they actually took our fire. It's like they actually I was like, bro, they actually took our fire. Wait a minute, come to think about it, we saw that truck earlier. Yeah, like there's this, while Steve and I were in the middle of cooking, there was this black truck that actually passed by us when we were busy in the grill, and maybe the guy in the car was like, hey, those guys were actually grilling out there. Actually, I have an idea. How about we wait until they're further deep inside, and we'll make use of their grill. I'm sure this is fine. So yeah, somebody actually went as far to that's kind of like the grill. That's kind of like the grill farm, the grill story. Like somebody jacked your grill.
Hey, someone jack my grill.
Where I'm from, that would be more than just a joke. That would be a genuine possibility. Come back and the grill would physically be gone.
Oh, I completely doubt it because the grill is really buried in deep into the snow. Well, buried in deep into the earth and snow.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. We've done plenty when it comes to flats, and that's one good thing. So now it's time for rendering. Do you think this looks pretty good, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty based.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, I agree.
I gotta get going, but I hope you have a wonderful stream, Miki. You're gonna ace those tests. Oh, thank you, Cardell. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
And I hope you have a good day too, Cardell. Thank you for coming. So let's see. Now it's time.
No, you do.
Now, I was gonna say time to get these layers for rendering.
I can't believe that you said that it's gonna be hard to stream this week because I have a fully packed week for me. On top of it also being a holiday week too.
Oof. I can only afford doing 3 streams this week. 'Cause 3, maybe 2, but I want to do at least 3 streams because I need to concentrate when it comes to the upcoming exam, and I really do hope I got this. I mean, I was fortunate enough to select the option to work at home, but yeah.
I kind of have like a very weird week this week because tonight we have Valhalla, which has been a fun game. And then tomorrow, which it's very rare for me to stream on Tuesdays, but tomorrow we're playing a very weird dating sim game.
Oh, what you got?
Tax Heaven 3000.
Oh god, it's that game!
Yes, it's that game. I'm gonna play it. Mostly for clout, but also because I want to see what the hell this thing is.
There's like this visual novel murder mystery Sonic game that came out, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
Jay actually was playing that earlier today.
Oh, cool.
But then we have the normal Pokemon stream that actually had to be pushed to Thursday. And then after that, Sunday, which is I'm doing an Oni Baby stream.
Oh yeah. It's his equivalent of it's his version of me doing the Pals the Plushie stream.
Yeah. Which is cool because I haven't done one in a while. Mostly due to lack of motivation. But, nope, I will be doing, a few close friends, some new ones, a friend I made named Curious One, who is a VTuber, and, someone, her name is Elle, I actually discovered her from, because she's the girlfriend of one of my other friends, who is a regular on my stream.
Oh!
And, okay, who was the last? Oh yeah, I have to do Afton's. I keep telling Afton I'm doing one for him, and I need to make good on that.
I think to help make things easier for you is you have to make a list, if you will.
Oh, I have a list.
Okay, that's good at least.
Yeah. Some I actually do in private. If it's a special occasion. Like I did one for Radioactive for her birthday.
Did she like it?
She loved it.
Yay!
I'm actually very proud of that too, because I actually somehow made it look like a sludge ball, which is good because she has a whole Radioactive theme to her.
I really need to get back into doing more Pals the Plushies too, and I recently just made a list of people that I'm gonna turn into marketable plushies.
Oh, hi Runa.
Runia!
Hello.
Welcome to the paper plane in!
How was your stream?
it was pretty good. Like, we got to talk a good deal about the firebrands. It's like,
Nice.
I'm sorry I missed out on your stream, Rinia.
it is fine. It's like, I have a VOD for a reason.
Yeah, I've heard good things about the firebrands.
And as always, like, their Paizo's lore books are fantastic to behold.
Yes, after encountering the polar opposites in Kingmaker, they seem like a very positive, fresh change.
Are they?
So they're polar opposites. I forget exactly what they're
Hell Knights?
yes, Hell Knights. Lawful evil. They believe in upholding the letter
Well,
of the law.
not lawful evil per se. Like, they are lawful first before any morality, like, good or evil. Like, and the vast majority of the organization is lawful neutral. Like, but there is one faction within the Hell Knights that is actually straight up evil. Like,
I didn't know that's a thing.
Firebrands are essentially the polar opposite. They are freedom and justice in spite of law.
Yeah, like I had one person in my chat describe them something akin to like fantasy and Fita, like or something like that.
I feel like I'd get along very nicely with them.
Yeah.
And they are a group of revolutionaries, freedom fighters, and just general devils and braggarts. It's like, it's really hard to tell the glory seekers from the people actually wanting to perform change, but they ultimately are part of the same faction. Like, the ones that are performing change find the ones that are glory seeking as good distractions from real work.
Well,
And ultimately inspiring.
yeah, I was going to say in the real world, I suppose in the world of Glorian as well, politics makes for strange bedfellows.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm actually gonna have to dip out right now. Dinner's almost ready, and I'm starting to get a headache, and I need to take care of that before I
Please
go
do get
live
something-
tonight.
Please do get plenty of food, and if it gets bad, get some Tylenol, okay?
Yeah, I will. I just hope I don't have to call off the whole thing.
Alright, you take care now. Thank you for coming.
You too. It was a pleasure, especially with this art and my distinct tastes. Bye.
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 Okay, I think rendering this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I could try to make
It's
it work.
quite a dynamic pose.
You really think this is a dynamic pose?
Certainly looks the part.
Like, it isn't straight up decking a person, but it does capture this feeling of someone being mid-flight. It's like,
I just hope that the client, aka the person who won the prize, is actually okay with this.
I think they would be hard pressed to not be okay with it.
After all,
agreed.
Okay, fair enough. But I wish I actually listened to Jay and actually I should have actually asked Jay on how he was able to get his how he was able to do raffle doing the raffles instead, because I decided to go for the traditional method when it comes to deciding the winners, you know? And that by traditional method, I mean like getting a box of empty tissue box, getting an empty tissue box, write down all the names and their Twitter profile, Twitter user accounts for the participants who entered. That also include and put them in the box, shuffle that box for a good amount of time, and then pull the name out of the box. Had I known that there's actually a site that you could actually go to actually generate the name, to actually put all the names in there, and let the computer decide the name, it would have made my life a little bit easier. I didn't do that.
Well, you now have this knowledge in hand, and will be useful when you have the opportunity to take advantage of it.
Oh, absolutely.
I have been thinking about making another Art Raffle stream once I reach another significant goal in Twitch or Twitter. Mostly Twitch though. And that's when I reach about 500 followers. Or maybe maybe 500 followers. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think 500 is a good square number.
Well, I mean, another raffle certainly wouldn't hurt. They seem like they're fairly... they are not particularly taxing, but they are a nice way to connect with people.
And given that this character is a superhero character, we were actually talking about superheroes earlier.
Yes, specifically I was talking about how I was put on to the City of Mist system when I think Nonat was the one who got sponsored by them. He was sort of like my go-to Pathfinder YouTuber for a while.
Yeah, he's he's an amazing resource.
Yes, so at the moment he's doing his impromptu PNG tuber arc on account of back not do so good.
I don't know, when I think about like superpowers and how characters would like actually use or interact with, say, the real world if they had like superpowers, I'm often reminded of The Boys, that that really messed up superhero show.
I really want to watch The Boys. I do.
It is dark. Like, it's definitely for people who like those darker takes.
What happens when you take superpowers and combine them with modern day humanity's corruption?
Yeah. Or like, you know, yeah, like essentially
But I've been meaning to ask chat and you guys as well. What is the one best superpower and worst superpower to you?
The worst superpower would be being able to read everybody's thoughts subconsciously, because they would never shut up.
I mean, just as Jean Grey.
Yeah, it'd be like, imagine trying to master something like that as well. You have to be able to like channel it so that you can key into a particular person's thoughts.
And heaven help you if you can't, and you're constantly hearing everybody's without consciously thinking about it.
You're just hearing an oblivion of like pain and suffering and
it's
rage.
basically just white noise.
Yeah, pretty much.
What about you, Morris? Best superpower, worst superpower, in your opinion?
Well, I think as far as I'm concerned, I think that electrokinesis probably might be one of the personal favorites of mine, so that might be the best. As for worst, I don't know. Can't think of any.
I think for mine, it's a little bit adjacent to Dave's. Yes, so listening to telekinesis is fine, but it's very, very situational. Like, it can be fine if you want to use that to actually listen into the thoughts of your enemies, but it's not fine when you have to listen to the thoughts when it comes to some people who I don't know, when it comes to your family, your friends, and dating a bunch, because there are some thoughts you really don't want to know, you know? And
Yeah.
when I meant it for the Jason that's similar to Dave's, I mean, the worst superpower will be like, let's see. I think for my case it'll be like X-ray vision.
I guess it depends on whether you can turn it on and off. Because if you're stuck with it, then you'd be stuck like that one SCP who can only see people's skeletons.
Oof. And for me, for the best superpower, chronomancy. Yeah.
Chronomancy.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Ah, Zawaldo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny enough. That's something that Mr. Morris had at one point had, but I'm not sure if I should keep it that.
Chronomancy, unfortunately, is a very can be a very over-the-top superpower when you gain the ability to stop and or rewind time.
I think
That's
for
like-
mine, I'd rather have it like it slows time, either stop or slows time. In fact, that's kind of like Medea's shtick in a nutshell. I showed her before, and I told you that she is a thief that works with specialized bombs that once been triggered, it releases a small pocket of it releases a small
Time
dimension
dilation,
where everything slows down, and it becomes useful in a pinch when it comes to slowing down well cops are trying to chase after her.
Yeah,
I like-
time dilation is fairly simple to do, but it's when you have like time reversal that it gets weird.
I like more practical superpowers that have less of a chance of backfiring on you. Like super strength, you could crush somebody you care about to death if you're not careful. Laser eye vision, if you can't control it, you literally vaporize everybody around you. Ice powers, like it's like the way I've seen it portrayed in more of a horror setting. The powers with destructive capability are a nightmare for people that have them. The powers that seem to have lesser downsides are people that have like super regeneration. You know, you're shot, you immediately regenerate from the gun wound and the bullet just pops out of you. Or enhanced intelligence, that can be really useful. Or even something as simple as like Slade Wilson has from the DC universe, where he just has super perception. Where he just has like super perception, so he can like read his enemies' movements and stuff like that faster than they can react.
Oh.
Also, hi.
Oh, hi, Casey.
Hey, Casey.
Hello, Casey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We're currently in the middle of an art stream where I'm doing the where I'm drawing the winner of the art raffle, and we're currently doing a debate. And we're currently doing this one I shot this question out there on like, what's the worst best superpower and worst superpower in your opinion?
I see. Like I remember that this was the winner of the art raffle, and I was yeah, just had to, well, yeah. Looking good so far.
Thank you. But yeah, in your opinion, I know you just pop up, Casey, but I've been meaning to ask. In your opinion, what is the best superpower and worst superpower to you?
Oh, I'm not really. It's hard for me to say because I haven't really thought too much about this stuff. But like, do stand abilities count?
I did actually mention that chronomancy is the best superpower, and that could, and in my version, it falls in the category of slowing down time and stopping time.
Okay, because I had this one particular ability in mind from the fourth part of the thing I was referencing, but like this is best and worst, right? I think one of the best, in my opinion, would probably be the ability to restore things or repair things in the blink of an eye, because like, I just think that's probably just one of the most life-hacky things you could potentially have, and like, as someone, it would basically make collecting used anything like a non-existent issue.
Yep.
True, very true.
And I say this as someone who's collected Amiibo and also recently had to like get a hold of a used 3DS as a fallback, which turned out to be modded, by the way, but that's a whole different thing in and of itself. So stuff like that is where I can easily see where the ability to repair something like right back to its pristine form is like probably one of the best that you could probably have, and it's something I wish existed.
You know,
Whenever I've come into situations like that.
That's a very fair point. Let's see. I think another best superpower for me is teleportation, or you know?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Teleportation's pretty cool.
It is.
It's all about the amount of control that you have, basically.
And the circumstances on how well that teleportation power can work, because in certain circumstances, like, it also matters in terms of distance and experience that you have with your power. Those are the key factors.
Now,
This is
question,
also true.
if you can teleport, can you bring like people that are clinging on to you along with you?
That's actually a good question.
Probably depends on the
Well,
writer.
I get, yeah,
Yeah, the
that's
writer.
that kind of question kind of comes up with pretty much every power.
They've had darker takes on that kind of thing too. It's like
The state change, for example.
yeah, state change, or like a guy that could teleport wound up teleporting inside of somebody and exploding them.
Or teleport themselves inside of an awkward position, which is also less than ideal.
Yeah. Or just the fact that like your teleportation is like some sort of manipulation of like space and gravity. So like if somebody clung on to you and then you teleported, they get just absolutely murked by all the force and gravity going on with temporal displacement.
Yeah, also true. You
Yeah.
basically need... The best powers are ironically not the most powerful, but the most versatile, because if your powers are too strong, then you can actually end up doing accidental harm.
Yeah.
Whereas
Guessing all this,
versatility is very rare to accidentally harm someone with versatility.
I was just going to ask that, like, I'm guessing all this ability talk comes from, like, the design of this OC that's being drawn from the raffle?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks Marvel-inspired, but that's probably... Or, if I'm... Correct me if I'm wrong there, but that's the vibe I get.
Well,
Not entirely sure if it's specifically Marvel inspired, but definitely a superhero.
Yeah.
Baba.
Anyways, I don't really have any... Regarding, like, what is probably the worst ability, I don't really have anything that instantly comes to mind.
Yeah, so I said mind reading because can you imagine being in a situation where you could read everybody's mind and you didn't have a say in the matter?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a very valid one.
X-ray vision to me would also be considered a worse ability to have, you know?
Especially if you can't really, like, not
Control
use it.
Yep, because some people's privacy matters, and what happens if you actually lose control of your X-ray vision and you can see people what people look like underneath their clothes?
Yeah.
I was more referring to their skeletal and musculature as well as their organs.
I was thinking about that too, like,
Yeah.
and like, imagine just having that for the first time. You go, oh my god, it's just having skin.
Like,
Well,
that
as
was
I-
horrifying the first go around.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said earlier before you hopped in, Casey, with regards to that, there's literally an SCP of someone who is traumatized because they can only see people's skeletons.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I see. Then, if that's taken for worst, let me think if there's something else that I probably consider, like, a power you'd be a victim to, basically. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I think
How's this for a power?
Probably
You have the
be-
ability to change into any animal you can think of. However, you do not retain your higher cognitive functions of whatever you turn into. So, say, for example, you turn into a gorilla.
So Mighty
You-
Ozaru is what you're saying.
That, my friend, would be a strange form of lycanthropy. What I'm
Yeah.
thinking of is Beast Boy, but worse.
Yeah, it's like the polar
So
opposite
losing
of
your
Beast Boy,
sentience,
where,
right?
like,
Oh.
Yeah, he like Beast Boy can maintain his sentience when he changes into animals, but anybody that could polymorph into animals and doesn't maintain their sentience would be a huge threat to the people around them and themselves.
Yeah,
And also,
that's a thing.
the scaling up and down, shrinking and growing sort of thing, that seems like a
And hell, if you want horrifying, the ability to control water.
Mm-hmm.
We're
As
really-
Avatar,
Oh, sorry.
I think as Avatar: The Last Airbender showed me, there are some fucked up things you can do with the ability to manipulate water.
Yeah, use people like puppets. Or if you have any water nearby and can generate it yourself, you can suck the water out of someone, completely dehydrating them in an instant.
Yep.
Use it as a shotgun blast as crowd control, or focus it into a small stream in order to cut someone in half.
Or you could end up like Hydra Man from the Spider-Man animated series and accidentally end up evaporating yourself.
on that
True.
subject. On that subject, I've kind of come up with a concept for a hydrosity.
But yeah, Hans, I'm going to be having a long day today.
Oh. Are you gonna be
Yeah,
okay though?
This is slowly starting to become the norm.
So I've kind of, on that subject of water control, I've kind of come up with a
I don't like it, but, you know, no one else is going to do this shit, so...
Hang in there, okay?
I've kind of come up with a
Trying.
concept for a
Probably be stuck here after sundown at the very least.
concept for a grenade called the hydrosity grenade, and one of its earliest incarnations was that it
At least, hopefully, keyword hopefully, tomorrow shouldn't be as bad.
You were saying, Morris?
they came up with a concept of the hydrosity grenade, and one of the earlier renditions of the functions that is that it would suck up the moisture from within its blast radius to then blast out into water, and this would dry. And this could have had the ability to completely dry out someone's body, completely suck out every inch of water, every little bit of water, completely dehydrate the
Really
person.
sucking the water out of someone.
Instantaneous
The sweat force,
dehydration.
probably. I don't know.
Well, it depends how you do it. So for one, entirely dehydrating the body is obviously not going to do good for the body. But if you do it with enough force, you could literally rip it straight out of them, which could have other less than ideal effects on the body.
Sheer force, yeah, it would just like rip them apart
Evisceration.
from the torsion.
Yeah. Yeah. That. Yeah. That might be a bit brutal. That might have been a brutal.
Let me put it to you this way: a weapon like that would be up there with napalm.
That would be terrifying, you know?
Yep.
You do realize they had something similar in the first Godzilla movie, right? They had something, I think it was either the hydrogen or oxygen destroyer.
The problem with water is like the human body largely consists of water, and that's not just including the water you've drank. It's
water base. It seems like at the very least.
like in all technicality, if you pulled the water out of one's blood, for example, I think you'd be taking their blood with it.
Oh, little side note, coming back around to the stuff I was doing earlier today with the firebrand stuff. Like, there was one segment I read today that I was like, oh, a certain pirate we know like would love to have this level of infamy.
Oh?
This is a small side note on famous firebrands who became famous posthumously. Like,
That's a thing?
and
Wait, hold
because
on.
they
Chat just said
ended on a
something.
high note. No?
Chat just said, I
going on?
can't seem to choose, Miki. So many. Oh, God, there's a plushie redeemed. Oh, so
Oh,
many
no.
plushies, so many of them. Hope you have 7 odd numbered dice.
I do.
We do have a D8.
I have a D8. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Where are you? That's a D12. No. Where is my?
It's a 5, and
Yep. Here's my
here
D8.
is my 7. Look. I've got my D7. Look.
D7s exist.
Yep. Look. I'm a player of Dungeon Crawl Classics. Of course, I have a D7. Look.
Okay. 1 is Sharpwing. 2 is Morris. 3 is Casey. 4 is Catman. 5 is Runia. 6 is Dave. 7 is Steve. Roll it.
Here we go.
And 8, we just try to shove Mickey in the jar.
I got a 7. Look.
Bubba.
Papa.
The jar has spoken. Any last
Babu,
words?
no. Babu, no. The gremlin's been in there. Who knows what's in there now?
Oddly enough, I suspect that's the one place the gremlin does not inhabit.
And into the jar you go.
Inhabit, excuse me.
But hey, your hat's a jar now. But your hat's a lid now. See, it works.
But no one's giving you bits, so I can't block them.
Anyway,
Y'all,
as I was saying, they give 2 examples. The second one, claimed as a less inspiring example, is Snackery Barkus, a foul-mouthed halfling, instantly recognizable from his curly-haired mugshots, most famous for getting banned from every tavern and port throughout the Inner Sea. When fellow firebrands needed a distraction to cover their subterfuge, he considered it his solemn duty to help. Never one to hold back, Snackery's distraction turned into a bender that lasted for 5 consecutive days and resulted in 9 house fires, 4 stolen carriages, 16 injured guardsmen, 1 escaped drake, 2 missing persons, 14 lost sheep, lost in the sense that they were eaten by the drake, and 1 death.
What the fuck?
Sadly, that death belonged to Snackery, whose heart gave out just as he had finally captured the drake. On the anniversary of Snackery's death, firebrands and halflings alike go to their local tavern and kiss the bar in honor of Barkus the Belligerent, arguably the greatest carouser and the worst firebrand ever known.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh my goodness.
Let me see if I can get these right. I don't know if I could actually get these renders right because of the shining metal, but I could try. I can't make any promises and making sure it looks pretty good.
I also, I kind of had a little idea, like, in case for April Fools, if someone didn't break the fucking globe.
Nay?
Instead of you stream, I was the one who was playing the game.
Oh!
Like, same avatar, same all that, but it's me behind the wheel.
Yes, chat. I am a man all this time.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
And I even came across, same redeems as yours. And ideally, I'd have my own avatar, but it's understandable if I don't. I even had an idea for, like, instead of a gremlin.
Just a cowboy hat with googly eyes.
Yes.
That's actually not a bad idea, but that wasn't what I was thinking.
It's what you're thinking now.
That's what I'm thinking now. But, how long does the gremlin usually hear? Like, 2 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes of me with my natural accent.
Oh.
Just going full on southern, just giving them dosey tones.
Dosey tones, dosey tones.
Okay, what do you guys think of
Dulcet.
this? It's working on the renders for a shiny is hard.
Yay.
I like it.
I like like it too.
Okay. But I'm almost done with this chat. I really am. Maybe next time I'll just say a flat commission actually helps save time. I don't know.
Who won this raffle, by the way, if I may ask?
The one who won this raffle is Clockwork Knight. But I wish I actually went the a different method when it comes to selecting the winner, because Jace popped by here for a little bit and I told him how I managed to do my the thing on selecting the winner, and he told me that there's a much easier way for me to do that. I could just do that digitally instead of the EL traditional method, like taking a box of tissue paper, putting all the names who participated in the raffle into the box, shake that box for a good amount of time, wait, and then pull the name out of the box and pop goes Clockwork's character entry. So yeah.
Did you actually do that?
Yep. 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 I did that.
You actually? Oh, honey.
I mean,
Stop it.
I did. Don't say it. Don't say it. For the love
Would you
of
rather be Goober? Goober. Goober.
No! Why?
Because I love you, but I'm not gonna let you be stuck in hubris.
It's not hubris. It's dumb fuckery.
Someone has to keep you humble, hon. You keep me humble, I keep you humble.
Okay. Alright, she's almost done. She's almost done. Just a little more, Miki. Just a little.
We got this, Papa.
But I will say this though, I actually like the design of the of Shining Star, aka Clockwork's character. And hey, doing this today is actually my one way to actually learn how to draw more muscle women.
And you got at least 2 of them in your set. Both of them are Dione's kids, and good God, they inherited stuff from their father's side.
Well, yeah, one becomes a sort of Stormborn paladin-ish.
The next generation of Stormborns. The other one becomes a, as I recall, a Forge Domain cleric.
Yeah.
And thus gets very muscular from working the forge all day.
She's pretty much one of the Stonebark's she's pretty much one of the Stonebark's very good very well blacksmiths, if you will, the respective ones, yeah. But I really need to draw more when it comes to Dione's kids and her family line. Okay. And now what's left is drawing the hair. Okay.
Anyhow, I'm mostly going to be making some rounds to other voice chats, so I might make my way back here.
You take care over there, Runia, okay?
Take care, Ruby.
Yes.
All right, see you around.
See ya.
See ya.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold the fuck up. Oh, God. There we go. And I missed the spot. Oh, Lord, I missed the spot.
Also, honey, save your layer.
Ah, right. Thank you.
I can't use the notification because I'm still working technically, but I can still remind you.
And I appreciate it. Now let's see.
Merc.
Okay, no, soft. Okay. but if there's anything I really want to do when I finally get the chance, it's designing the it's okay. I really need to make a shopping list of all the things I need to work on work on for my characters. One of them is going to be the one list is going to be working on Dione's family. Then it's going to be working on Allie's family, and then the NPCs that are related to both women's side of the families. I mean, both women's side of their stories. Because I know Dave here really wants to see Barkus.
That face needs a good smack.
Oh, hi, Keyblade Mistress. Welcome back into the Paper Plane Inn. I'm almost done with getting this. I'm almost done here with getting this Art Raffle entry finished. Okay. She's almost done, chat. She really is almost done. Just a little bit more. Okay, and should I go for the Nessa method on her hair?
Happy?
Giving some level of gloss in her hair.
I mean, it seemed to work for Nessa.
Let's see.
Can't hurt to try.
Ah! Why? What did I do? Ow. Sharp wing. Ow.
Sharp. Bruising for a bruising, boy.
Bring it on, pretty boy.
I think it's because he found out about the pillow toss system. Alright, so...
Sharp. I think we know between the two of us which one of us has the actual comment.
Please don't. Please don't. Please.
Has the actual what?
Combat for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But who out of the both of us has the most endurance?
I don't know. That's Mickey.
What? Wait. Come again?
Oh, I will.
Wait a minute!
Oh,
God,
man.
Chat, do not clip that! Chat, do not clip that, please!
You fell for that hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. If I'm gonna do that outline method... Oh, thanks for the hydrate. That means I gotta restart this. So... Okay.
I did it like Pharaoh.
Why are you this way? Why are you this way, honey? I just can't wait to do another art stream when once I finally reach the next goal. But until then, I'm gonna that can wait, cause I got a goal to actually meet that is currently there in right there by the podium. I don't know how we're gonna make that goal met, but one thing is I do know I'm in for a painful I'm in for a lot of pain.
Honey, you're already in for a lot of pain. You got a test coming up.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That way you can become a licensed professional vampire.
Yes, I'll be a licensed professional daywalker. But okay, let's go and fix up these here. This doing this gives me a little bit of a this makes things a little bit quicker on, well, designing the outline for her hairs, but hopefully this will act. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, and let's go add this line here. But I wonder, maybe the next goal for me would be something like, if I were to actually add in another raffle, what if I actually switch things up a notch when it comes to that?
Oh.
I'm debating whether or not that the next art raffle would be something in the leagues of a chibi raffle, slash plushie raffle, or for the really brave, and that's doing a not safe for work art raffle.
Ah.
I have an idea, if you don't mind.
What's that?
A goblin raffle. More gremlins.
Oh. So, do you want me to spread the curse?
No, but I know for a fact it will gain a lot of traction. I mean, people have asked for marketable plushies of the gremlin, for Pete's sake.
I'm still surprised that there are people out there who want me to drop the house gremlin but plushified. Like, what?
I mean, Joe Cat made a goblin and recently is selling them again. And did a fucking Scatman bit to advertise them.
I mean, advertising the actual plushie of either me or the house gremlin, that's gonna be, that'll be like a goal, you know? If I actually wear that high up.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, I'm just trying to gain. I'm working to get that. I'll bet it's slow, you know?
Mm-hmm. Plus, other people can go goblin mode.
Goblin mode?
Okay. And yes, Joe Gat's goblin is cute. I really like how he designed it.
Mm-hmm.
You viewer! Ow!
Wasn't me this time.
No.
I know.
No, you're not wrong. Wait a minute.
Hey.
Okay, screen.
Oh no!
Hi.
Oh, it's pillow throwing time. Hey, of course you would. And yes, the pillows are back. At least you guys don't have to go through the headache that I think at least you guys don't have to go through what you experienced back back on Saturday's stream.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, at least the redeem is still there.
Mm-hmm. Pray that if we do not take it away again.
Never mind. I'm always there. Okay, chat. What do you guys think? Do you think this looks a lot better or not?
Yes, I do actually. This is a very pretty superhero. Though I hope that their love life is not full of bodies. But good lord, she could kill people with those things.
I mean, I'm not the one who designed her.
No, you're not. But, I mean, superheroes already have tumultuous love lives, if I've read enough comic books. I mean, you want a textbook example, look at Peter Parker, but...
Yeah.
She looks very big, gray here. Oh, I'm glad that you guys did. Alright, so this actually looks pretty good. This looks really good. And I'm actually glad that it came out really damn good. Alright, so, oh, before I forget, couple of more touches.
Yep, save first.
I am.
What?
And her lip, and, I always have this thing that, depending on the lip color of her lipstick, I would make that I would make the line on her lips dark. Or, okay, that did not look dark at all. Okay, darker, yet darker. So it's gonna be my first time. Okay, normally I wouldn't be here until Easter, but I'm giving myself a free day as I finally got a call from AMC Theater, so I'm heading over there to interview. Okay, so I hope you actually got this job, RFD. Okay, you make sure you answer as best as you can and try to stay calm, but try to be friendly. Okay, that's all I can ask of you for somebody who had to go to a job interview back on the job fair after she graduated. But yes, she is finally finished.
Is the one who won the raffle here?
Unfortunately no, because he is currently here at work. But I'm sure that he can actually get to see this once
he posts it.
Once everything is actually a-okay and good, you know? I'm sure he can still see the VOD when he gets the chance. No, that's a really dark shade of blue. Okay, and wait, I have this shtick when it comes to okay, a little gradient on the on the cape, and that's good. Okay, chat, we are finally finished. We are okay, let's take a look, make a comparison, okay? This is the original source of the material that I was given for the raffle. And now, this is my rendition. I really hope that Clockwork really does like this. Seeing that we have worked in this for 3 hours and almost 44 hours, you know? But hey, almost 4 hours of work is not so bad. So, I think this is where we gotta call it here for now, because we've done a lot of work. And
yeah,
who is on as we speak? Oh, it looks like ooh, I am stuck in a choice on either Basil Wolf, Red Claw, Cory Warforge, and Illuzencia.
I would vote for Cory, given the fact she also rated you that one time. Return the favor and all that.
This is fair. This is fair. This is really fair. Alright, and I'm gonna go and copy the raid message. So that way, I can actually, get this out of the way. If you guys don't have this emote, you can redeem it by, using the int feathers that you've been collected. Okay? And make sure you guys copy that, because we're gonna be raiding very shortly. So, I'm gonna now type in raid Cory Warforge. Wait. Porcelain Warforge. Right. I forgot.
Don't make me say it again.
Alright, there we go. And the raid has been made. Make sure you guys actually, make sure you guys copy the raid message, and this is where I'm gonna call it here for now. I hope you all have a good night, and I hope you all, eat well and have a good dinner. And I'll see you guys for tomorrow's stream, where we're gonna be finishing up the last of our April Fool's Day pictures. Alright, but this is where I'm gonna go now, you guys. So until then, may you all have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the paper plane inn tomorrow. Take care.
Y'all come back now. You hear? Y'all come back now. You hear?
All right. Until next time.